Yes,
Here
it
in
smells.
Aldi, they're actually selling a perfume called Harry Yana's Sand Hay.
Is that a joke, Richard?
That is a terrible joke. Harry Yarner's Sandhay?
Is that like a
That sounds like
Indian cousin?
Well, you said it. I didn't. All right. Okay. So let's get going. How's everyone doing?
Good.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. 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 Make some noise.
Yes.
Yes. Well, brilliant. Everyone is level 8. I hope everyone has done
Oh shit! I need to level up.
I hope everyone's done their leveling up. Otherwise, you'll be spending a lot of this session probably leveling up. Yeah, I know Alex is not here. Is he? I don't know. Oh, here he is. But yeah, wow, woohoo! Session 25. We're a quarter of the way through to 100. So you just got to do this
we
more.
can finally end
The campaign, yeah. Finally end it. 3, yeah, we have to do that 3 more times, guys. So, yeah, brilliant. Okay, so, yeah, I'm ready to go when you guys are. I'm just making sure the stream is working. Seems to be good. Right, so when everyone is ready and has had their food and drink and any toilets they need, we will start.
Is everyone sitting comfortably?
Once you are sitting comfortably. Yeah. Okay. Right. Well, I guess we'll start now. So, last we left off, the Clive Five had made their way into the mines under the town of Orestas. In hopes of rescuing Zoltar Zinfaran from the Emperor Under. After descending into the collection of tunnels under the Grey Mountains, the party discovered Master Amon, who you had met in Orestas before, handing some gems over to some Dragar soldiers. After a fight, Scrimshaw started, which killed Gothric, who was brought back to life by Darius. You guys followed Amon through the portal into the city of Thandir. You sort of like wandered aimlessly for a little bit until you came to an inn where you met an interesting group of people and Grog, which you guys thought was pretty funny. So I don't know what works now. I don't know what works and what doesn't. But you were also, as you left the inn, you were sort of accosted by this shady-looking drow who noticed the humans in the party and took you to one side, talking to you. He guided you through these sort of rows of decrepit streets where you watched as sort of homeless and starving drow are being cared for by all these other sort of similarly dressed drow wearing these black robes with different colours, like strips of lines down their cloak. So you continued through those streets until we ended the session. So as you guys begin, the drow continues to guide you through the streets until you come across a makeshift gate which separates an alley from the main road. The drow knocks 3 times on it, and a slot opens, and someone's eye is just peeking through, looking at all of you. And the slot shuts closed, and then the gate creeps open. As you guys continue down another alley. It continues to the right, where an open door leads into this black marble temple, where seats line the external square walls, and a statue to some topless drow man holding a snake by its throat stands tall in the centre of the room, and another tall female drow wearing white silk robes stands just beneath it. To her left is a fairly average height male drow wearing purple robes and a feathered cap, not unlike the fashion found in Port Dalron. And the drow behind you who led you here walks beside her and stands to their right. And she says, "Welcome, chosen ones. Take a seat."
Chosen ones?
Chosen ones.
She smiles and she says, "My name is Musai of Sankar. This is," pointing to the one who's finely dressed, Baras of San Nairn, and you have already met Elios of Sanver. We are the Triumvirate Dispossessed. We have been expecting you for a long time.
How long?
Well, the Prophet has told of a time where the arrivals of humans into Thandir will lead to the true freeing of the Saidan once again. We had hoped the Emperor Under would keep his promises after the war, but he continues to use his mind-controlled armies to keep all the Sands down. We've been preparing for this day ever since the first human was paraded in front of the city a number of weeks ago, and now we are ready to strike with your support.
Okay, I mean, you said a lot of words here, but I don't really understand what you mean.
The Saidan phase. Do we know much about the Saidan?
Yeah, I mean, you've heard the legends of, you know, the Saidan versus the Mistrans, the war before humans came to Orthaid, all that stuff.
Right.
This human that was paraded through a few weeks ago. I'm just going to give like a kind of general description of the Zoltar.
Well, I mean,
see if that matches up.
She just says, yes, a human was paraded, wearing clothes of that description. Not for long. They stripped him in the square and took him to the Blackspire.
Ooh.
And the Blackspire is?
The Blackspire. She tells you that the Blackspire is that big tower that you saw when you came into Thandir, with all the clouds sort of like wrapping around it, and like these sort of weird pylons sticking out the top, with like electricity running through it. That's the Blackspire.
Oh, that's not ominous at all.
You mentioned the Emperor Under keeping his promises. What kind of promises, and why would he need to keep them?
We had an agreement. The Prophet specifically had an agreement with the Emperor Under that if we were to help him against the Mind Flayers in the last war to free this city from their influence, he would free the remnants of the Saidan who have been trapped down here for a long time. We unfortunately have found ourselves lacking in that department since he has not held his end of the bargain.
Right.
Oh.
And by strike, I take it you want to dethrone him?
Well, it is about him holding him accountable to his promises. You see, the Prophet has said that before we are to be freed, there are a lot of struggles ahead of us. And dealing with tyranny is our sort of thing.
And what are you planning on doing when you get what you want?
Well, we will live in peace and harmony, hopefully, with those around us. At the moment, we are being held down by force through the Draegar, mostly, who are being mind-controlled by the Emperor Under.
So how do you expect to change things? Where do we? You seem to have this notion that we fit into this somewhere.
Elios, who was the one who guided you here, he speaks and he says, "We have 400 soldiers ready to strike at tactical points around the city, mostly against the barracks where the Draegar live. We hope to cause a distraction so that you can sneak into the Blackspire and destroy the relay which keeps the Draegar and their beasts mind-controlled. If you can kill Darshan whilst you are there, it will make it easier. But we hope that once the Draegar are released from their spell, they will want revenge on the one who kept them under for so long."
Darshan, is this the Emperor Under? Or
Yes, he goes by the name Darshan.
Okay.
I don't need to be rude, kind sirs, but we're already trying to stop one war. I can't help but feel you've picked the wrong people.
The Prophet has said that you will, that you are the ones who will do so.
Well, that's awfully kind of Mr. Prophet, but we're already trying to stop a war.
I fear that you might... Yeah, no, go ahead.
What are we getting out of this? Let's say we do help you. What are we getting out of it?
You will get your friend, and you'll be able to leave. I do not see you managing to leave this city until the Emperor Under is destroyed. Once we are in charge of the city, we will let you leave. Through the gate, of course.
Can you make that promise in writing?
The priestess lady, she says, Musa, she says, the prophet does not lie. The prophet tells the truth.
You keep mentioning a prophet. Now, I don't know much about prophets. Maybe... Is he, like... What makes him a prophet? What makes him special?
The prophet of all things is our leader in this movement. I speak for him, and all his knowledge flows through me. The Ancient Ones have given him the gifts of memory, not just for the past, but memory of the future too, and the gift of foresight.
And how can you be sure he's not just spouting random drivel?
Well, he has never been wrong so far.
Right, okay.
You say that his knowledge flows through you.
Yes. I am his voice.
To what extent are you able to tap into his powers at will?
No, he contacts me, but I'm the only one who's allowed to see him.
Curious. Well, forgive me if we're not too eager to just jump into an uprising. 10 minutes, 20 minutes. How long have we been here? 20, 30 minutes after arriving in a city?
Maybe an hour.
Well, yeah, an hour after arriving in the city. I think we're going to need more assurance that this needs doing.
I mean, I don't really see a way out of here unless we do it.
Barras, who is the one the like sharply dressed one, like he's looking dapper. He's like wearing purple robes with this sort of like feathered cap. He says, "Unfortunately, we must free the pathetic half-folk to free ourselves. If we could do it any way, we would. This city has become more of our prison, and we feel that it will also become yours. And your friend has been taken to the Blackspire. Why do you not expect you to also come under the gaze of the Emperor Under soon?"
I mean, we did kind of waltz in through the gate, and we were spotted by Dwergar. So it's undoubtable that, we were being watched, most likely.
I think even a benevolent leader would consider us suspicious figures required of questioning.
Barras turns to the priestess and he says, "Who says that they're even the chosen ones? They could just be anyone." And priestess says, "They are humans, Barras. They will save us."
I mean, I'm not human, so quite frankly, I need more reassurance than I'm here to help.
Yeah, you notice that when she says they are humans, she's like nodding towards Gideon and Bet.
Hey, I don't mean to be rude, but me and Bet have received nothing but strange glances since we've been here. So, as far as I'm aware, you guys don't like humans or something? I mean, that just seems preposterous. We're pretty cool.
The Emperor Under is well aware of the prophet's prophecies, and he knows that humans are considered to be the source of his downfall. He does not necessarily believe in the prophet's words, otherwise he would not stand against him, but he does at least fear the possibility that humans might be coming to get him. There is no doubt that at some point he will focus his attention truly on you. Maybe he's just biding his time.
Right. Did you mention as we were walking by that the drow were being treated rather horribly?
Yes, this is drow who are being treated horribly by the Emperor Under. We try and take as many as we can into the temple and feed them, clothe them, give them shelter, but there are too many in the city.
So am I right to believe the Emperor Under isn't exactly a drow?
The Emperor Under is a drow, but he has a very specific he's a very specific type of people he helps, and the rest he just leaves to their own devices. And the type of people who he supports are the ones who support him. There's no doubt about that.
So the Dwagar, how did they come to be just slaves?
It is a long story, but Thandir used to be a colony created by Dwagar after the Unspeakable War, 5,000 years ago or so. But shortly they had issues with mind flayers who mind controlled them with those purple crystals. I'm sure you have noticed, and they created the Blackspire. But in the last 20 years or so, Darshan came to power and helped us overthrow the mind flayers. We supported him because we thought that all people deserve to be treated equally and fairly, and the mind flayers mind controlled many of our fellows as well as the Dragar. But after Darshan came to power, he used the mind flayers' mind controlled armies for their own devices, using them as slaves and police for his own ends. Ever since, we have lived under, terror, effectively.
Would the Emperor Under, to your knowledge, have much reason for extending his sights to the world above?
I have not heard anything of such, but considering humans are now coming in and out of this city like nobody's business, I'm not surprised.
It's just we found very similar crystals in creatures from the upper world that we found in the Dwergar.
Yes, I have got to say I am not surprised. The Emperor Under has expanded the territory much further than just around Thandir. He has taken the fight to much of the mind flayers, and perhaps even further, maybe to the overworld itself.
If you were to be successful, what would you do with the Dwagar?
We would free them. The prophet has said. The prophet has said that the time for Sidon and Mystrians to fight it was in the past. This is the future, and we have to work together to overthrow a common enemy. Barras here, he says that he would rather have the Dragar under his control, but there is no way we can defeat the Emperor Under without destroying the Blackspire once and for all, and the relays that control them.
And what would he give as the reason for keeping the Dragar under control?
Law and order, of course. It's the way that it's always been. The Dragar have been mind-controlled for thousands of years. Why should it change now? Although they have souls and consciousness, just as much as we do.
And the people of the city, they're fine with this?
Well, some of them are, but some of them, like us, live in different sort of ways. Many people of the city do not notice. Actually, they have lived in it. They have experienced this their whole life. It is just another day in the life. But we have the prophet, and the prophet guides us.
Can I do an insight check on how much he believes is prophet?
Yeah, go ahead. What'd you get?
Sorry, I was on the wrong page. Insight. There you
go. She seems to be telling the truth. Like, she seems to believe what she says.
Okay.
You seem rather sure of yourself, and you've been saying that you've been expecting my two friends here for quite a while.
Yes.
I assume you have some kind of plan?
Yes, we have, as Elios explained, we have men ready to strike at any moment.
I mean for us.
Well, we sort of assumed that you might be able to come up with something. The Blackspire itself is not entirely well guarded, many people just just refuse to go near it. But with a big enough distraction, whatever guards that are within there might be sent over to the barracks. If you think about it, the barracks are where most of the center of power is, not the Blackspire. We can besiege them. We will not be able to take them over. There are too many Dragar, but we will be able to cause a big enough distraction for you to sneak in.
So, what do we bring to this that you don't already have?
Well,
With a force this size, I assume there are elites among you.
well, I do not know exactly what you mean, but you bring humans, and the prophet says that humans will destroy the Blackspire.
Hey, look, I'm beginning to like this trout fella Scrimshaw. Maybe we should let him carry.
Do you just like this because it involves you,
Gideon kind of sits down
main
on a
character in
chair,
this?
pulls his arms back and goes, I have no idea what you're talking about, Scrimshaw. And he kind of lifts his feet up, but like falls back on the chair.
The prophet is guided by the visions of the Ancient Ones. He has never been wrong before, and I trust his judgment completely.
And where is this prophet now?
The prophet lives deep in the in the sort of the tunnels under the city.
Right. Well, I'm no chosen one. I don't have a whole prophecy centered on me. So, how much are you willing to pay me? I have no other reason.
We do not have much in terms of wealth, but once we control the city, I'm sure that we can come to some arrangement.
That seems alright.
Would you mind just giving us a moment so we can talk about this?
Of course, of course. And they sort of like walk away as you just are hanging out.
Well, if the cause is what they say it is, then it seems pretty just.
Even if it's not, we have no other way out, so we kind of have our hands tied.
Well,
And then,
we can also get Zoltar on the way, and besides the chosen one would like some time to flesh his muscles.
besides,
Gideon, don't let it go to your head. You're not the chosen one. Let's keep this in mind as well. Said humans. Bet is here too.
He kind of like Lily kind of like looks up at Bet.
That's just like, I kind of like it.
See, she knows what she's talking about. See, this is good. Humans are meant for great things, Bet, aren't we?
Sure.
Wow, why are you so glum?
Well, I'm just thinking of Aaron.
how do we know we're not just walking into some kind of fucking trap?
We don't.
Those doppelgangers were sent by the Emperor under, right? How are we certain none of these are undercover doppelgangers?
Well, I know one way
What?
to find out.
Stab them.
I mean, it's the last resort, but
Maybe we could rack our brains and think of something else. Not sure that would be the best course of action here.
I mean, the prophet, she said something weird about like memory. She said memory of the future as well. It's a weird thing for her to say. Usually you just say seeing, foreseeing, or foresight or something. I don't know. Weird.
If he's remembering the future, then surely he comes from the future. That's what I would think.
I don't
Or
know.
maybe he just has a different view on the world.
Or maybe he's just a crazy old man who lives in fucking caves.
I'm not sure that we know exactly, about what what the prophet's like. But I mean, what are you all thinking? Saka,
Well-
Darius, what do you think?
Is that not a spell like dispel magic or something that would show if they were double?
I think Moonbeam does.
I don't have.
I don't know. I don't know anything about magic.
Yeah.
I could prepare it.
That's another day though down here, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
That's another day Aaron will be in
don't
Orestas. That's another day that we have to travel back as well.
And if we don't kill the Emperor Under, then Erin will always be in danger. I mean, from what I know about her, she faces a lot other forms of danger, but you know, it's one more.
Well, I think we have to just weigh up the potential costs and potential benefits from such an action, I guess. I mean, we could maybe have a look around somewhere else if you really need, but
well, potential downsides. We end up getting tricked into overthrowing an empire to instill a much more vicious and cruel one.
But they're not more powerful. Otherwise, if they were potentially more powerful, even with their profit or whatever, maybe they would have won already. You know what I mean?
See,
Yes, but you don't need to be more powerful to be more cruel.
But if we were to destroy the Blackspire or whatever mechanism mind control these poor Dragar and creatures, if you think about it, that would be an army that the new group would not be able to utilize.
see, here's what
What
I
if
don't
there's
understand.
some greater reason why the Dwagar are under this control? What if without the control they would run rampant and be just warmongering?
You're
Well, would you-
implying something of an entire race
I
here.
don't know what the culture of Dwagar is.
Or would you? I mean, would you like to go and ask the Emperor Under? Because that's the other opportunity. That's the other.
I don't think that's really an option.
Yeah.
One, I think at the moment we go and try and speak to him, we've given up all options, but
Well, I
fight
don't.
or do as he says.
What I don't understand is, if he's had this much control for so long, why is he only ever been expanding into the upper world now?
Well, they did say he was fighting a war.
Yeah, but what I mean is, if he's trying to expand his influence, surely he could have expanded his influence much earlier.
Surely you would have said that almost any amount of time it took him.
Yeah.
It might have just been coincidence that he found the overworld, or even a way to get there. I don't know. Those gates seem to be... Well, I mean, the gate we went through seems to be a bit older than 20 years. Maybe it was already there, and it only recently activated.
Can I?
There's always been doppelgangers.
I don't
Can
know.
I, while they're talking, like, to do detect magic on the drow?
Detect magic? Sure. I mean, they'll be able to see you do it.
That's fine. That's fine.
Right. She's wearing like a clearly a magical like necklace around her neck, like an amulet or something.
Just the one of them.
Yeah, just Musai, the priestess.
Okay. And the other two have no hints of magic
No, not really.
because shape shifting, if they were double gangers, kind of can be. It is like it is a kind of supernatural
If
ability.
well,
right? It's something you do.
a doppelganger shapeshifting wouldn't show up on detect magic because it's not a spell.
Right.
It's just a thing they do.
But there's
but-
nothing else magical.
But like,
in
but
this,
if it was, for example, if it was like, if they were magically change, like alter appearance or something, it would show up. But yeah, the others don't seem to be showing up.
So almost the fact that she does have something magical almost kind of portrays to me at least that they're not necessarily doppelgangers, because like why would, unless they, well, I guess if they kidnapped her and took her stuff, but I don't know.
I don't think we have much choice. I think we do need to help these people. Just,
I mean, we can always hear what the Emperor Under says, or we can always change our mind later on.
we can always
Just because
get
we're
an
making this decision now.
we can always get an audience with him and put an arrow in his throat.
Oh, that too.
Do you think he'll let you get there with weapons in front of him?
I mean,
I don't think so. I think that would be a stupid idea.
I just kind of put out my hand and have Avenger like summon in it, and then.
Okay,
disappear.
so one of us will have a weapon. I'm sorry, I'm not liking those odds.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan on the odds either. I honestly, I think we should go with whatever plan we can muster with these guys.
I don't like it, but I agree. Something about this seems remarkably off.
Well, maybe we should ask more about the Prophet. I don't know.
Perhaps we could ask to go see him.
He did say that nobody else is allowed to see him.
Well,
I mean,
they
if
were
you're part
before
of the
humans came
prophecy-
there, right? Yeah.
I would
Before
think
humans.
that, if this prophecy is so important, then I would think this is an eventful enough thing that they would make an exception.
It's worth giving a try. She looks up, and the three drow come back. The priestess speaks. So you have come to a decision?
Would we be able to speak to the prophet personally?
All of you?
Yes. We want to know what we're going into, the source of the.
I will have to consult the prophet, but I'm sure that he might make an exception for the humans.
Okay.
I will go and contact him. She walks off and goes into a back room. The Barras, who's the finely dressed one, he says, "Forgive me for my distrust earlier. There must always be one who plays devil's advocate."
I think distrust is just being sensible, really.
Yes, you have to understand that I do not distrust you because you're foreign. I distrust you because you're not as powerful as the priestess thinks you are. You will die in that tower if you go in there, and then in response I'll die after the dust is cleared. I can guide you out the city. Nobody will blame you if you chose to leave right now. Let the Sidon deal with our own issues. It's being pragmatic. I do not think that you have what it takes.
I mean, he's got mind control magic, so I'm partial to agree with you, but you don't need to say it to my face. God.
Just let your friend rot in that tower and go. This is our issue to deal with.
If we do that, we lose one of our friends, and we're not going to do that.
If we leave him in that tower, a war breaks out above ground.
So many will die.
A war that I believe the Emperor Under probably has a part of.
Then it seems like you are more trapped than we are.
How you say that we aren't as powerful as the. Well, I guess it's only really referring to these two. But you believe that we're not as powerful as those in the prophecy.
The prophet said that those who free the Sidon would be humans, granted, but humans that could shift mountains, could descend to great heights. I do not see a child and a woman who has had better days doing anything like that. I'm sorry, it's just the truth.
I can move mountains.
Can you? You haven't done it.
Yeah. I will one day anyway. I'm going to be the strongest mage in the world. Just wait.
Well, maybe you should run, and then you might be able to have another chance to actually get better.
Yeah,
If
but
you
have you seen
die-
the power in that place? There's so much power. Think of what we could
Godric's
find.
gonna insight check Just to kind of no, he's gonna insight check the guy who's just trying to get us to leave. See if he
Alright,
has
go ahead.
kind of ulterior motives.
Yeah, sure. Insight check.
Hang on. Where's insight? Insight.
Oof.
I'll take the first roll and just add your +2. So it's gonna be 18. No. Yeah.
19.
It's gonna be 19. I will whisper you.
Okay.
Hmm.
Ooh.
Oh, wait, why does it say that my hit dice is default? Let's just change that.
Scrimshaw, you don't think you're a human under there, do you? I say
What
kind
makes
of
you say that?
quietly. Well, I mean, we've had this conversation before. You're not exactly how should we say, fleshy.
But why human?
Oh, why not? Humans is the highest, the highest percentage of people around Eastwood. I'm just playing probability.
But if it's just a soul and a body, then what difference is there between a human soul, a tiefling soul, a
Well, I'm
dwarven
just saying,
soul?
maybe you're one of the chosen ones too, maybe.
Are you saying on every level except physical you might be a wolf?
I'm saying that I feel like it's the body that makes you human.
I mean, I don't know. I've seen a lot of might be more in the attitude, really.
So,
Well, there is that though. I'm slightly concerned that I may be the result of the sacrifice of a little girl.
okay. Let's keep it in now. These poor drow here.
Let's keep it a bit lighter here.
But yeah, not really much can do about that at the moment. Ooh, jeez.
Okay.
Still here while we're talking about it?
Yeah, they're like just looking at you strangely. The priestess comes back and she says, "The prophet will see all of you."
All of us. All right.
Well, I hope we're not going to have to go down some muddy tunnels on them. I'm not really dressed for it.
I mean, I don't think that matters right now. Where
I thought you were the chosen one, Gideon. Afraid of a bit of mud?
He's
Yeah,
the chosen one that live afraid of mud.
I can lend you one of my dresses if you want.
No, I'm the chosen one.
Gideon, you like dresses, do you not?
Chosen ones don't like dresses.
It's a battle kilt.
Your past adventures do not say so.
No, damn it.
Okay, so the prophet or the priestess takes her necklace off and just holds it up to the chest of this big statue you're standing under, and suddenly the room begins to shake and it goes as it begins to move sideways, revealing like a staircase that goes down into some catacombs or something down there. And she says, well, follow me. And she speaks into the necklace, and it begins to shine a light that she uses to guide her way through the tunnels. So, are you following, all of you?
Yeah.
I'm just going to glance over to the other guy.
Yeah.
And kind of see what kind of look he's giving us.
Which one?
The guy that warned us not to go.
Oh, he's just he's quite neutrally watching you, to be honest.
Okay.
You can make an insight check if you want.
Okay.
Yeah. He seems to just be watching you, but you do notice a sort of sense of he just doesn't believe you. He doesn't believe that you're the ones. Yeah. He's he's almost sarcastically sort of crossing his arms, huffing puffing as you guys go down.
It's not
But-
I
I wanted to be the chosen one.
Yeah. Okay, so the so Musai leads you down the tunnels, and it's this sort of dark, sort of dingy, arched catacombs where you see just rows and rows of skeletons lined along the walls. As she guides you through the bottom, it's twists and turns and goes deeper and up and down for about 20 minutes as she guides you through. Sort of like weird creatures scuttling across your feet, and occasionally you land in sort of sludgy, slimy water just as congealed in the floor. No, it's not even really like water. It's almost like jelly or something at this point. But the walls are quite slimy and horrible. And as you get led down into some more tunnels, it begins. The tunnels begin to open up, and it's almost like quite a large, almost like a big tunnel, like I don't know, some sort of worm is made as it's been eating its way. It's like quite almost perfectly circular. And you follow that for maybe 30 minutes, and the priestess, doesn't really say much, just quietly leads you down. And then it suddenly opens up into this massive cavern. Stalagmites and stalactites, stalactites, the sort of like fall from the ceiling, in this like massive, almost mountainous way. Just comes to a point just above this like completely black pool of water. And the priestess says, the prophet will speak to you soon.
Right.
Is he in there?
In spirit, I suppose.
In spirit? You mean he's not physical?
It might be better that you look for yourself. And she begins walking off into the darkness as the light begins to fade behind her.
That's not ominous in any way.
I'm just going to go sit by the water.
Yeah, Bet sort of says, yeah, you guys did ask to come down here.
I mean, I imagined a dude in robes, not not this.
Yeah, Scrimshaw, you sit by the water and it's completely perfectly still. And the only spark of light that you get is like this sort of like occasional throbbing from these mushrooms that like line line the walls and ceiling of the cavern, that just like occasionally glow. And you sort of like looking. I mean, you have dark vision anyway, so you look into the pool and you see your reflection reflected back at you. And as you blink for a moment, it's like replaced by the girl, and then you blink again, it's gone. You guys begin to watch as the water begins to ripple slightly, and as like a voice sort of speaks as the water ripples, almost like some sort of like standing wave sort of thing. In those videos of like people speaking on the sound thingy, almost like that. Anyway, yeah, I don't know what the word for it is, but yeah, it's sort of like a waveform appearing in the water as a voice speaks, and it says, "So you have chosen to speak to me. What questions do you have?"
We understand that you refer to my friend here and the other friend over here as the chosen ones. What does that mean?
The Ancient Ones have chosen you to carry on the destiny that awaits all Sidon.
And who are the Ancient Ones?
The Ancient Ones, they have been here watching since the dawn of time, and will be here long after time stops. They are timeless and know all things. They remember all times, all people, all places, and all their knowledge is true memory. I'm sure as mortals, you are granted only memories of the past, because we experience time in a linear fashion. Once you're immortal, such as the Ancient Ones, the sands of time stop flowing simply downwards, but upwards, sidewards, and even in directions you have yet to discover.
Can you change time and what happens in reality?
I cannot, but the Ancient Ones can and do as they wish.
So, how long have you been down here? And why aren't you in a body? And why are you just this disembodied voice?
Asking how long someone has been down here does not tell really really how long they have been there. I have been here longer than words can explain. I have been here since at least yesterday.
Right. Okay. That explains all my questions.
I've heard about you creatures before. Are you similar to the kind of mystery and lake gods we have in the Upworld?
The overworld has their types. The underworld has theirs.
Gothric's kind of rocking back and forth now. he's not liking this at all.
Wow. Quite incredible. I can almost feel your power.
Power, knowledge. It is nothing compared to destiny.
Yeah. I mean, I don't believe in that. We make our own destinies.
Perhaps. Perhaps if you're persuasive enough, you can. Otherwise, the Ancient Ones will choose for you.
Oh. Hey, why are we here again? Sorry, I'm just kind of taken back, but we have some questions to ask you about some problem our new drow friends are having. Is it true that you speak through them?
I speak through the priestess.
And she is trustworthy, I hope?
Depends what you mean by trustworthy.
Well, she's not going to be walking us to our deaths.
Not today.
What about tomorrow?
You'll just have to discover that for yourself.
Oh, that's boring. Well, hey, look, if we're not going to die today, guys, maybe we should just do it and, hope that nothing takes more than a day.
Well, personally, I'd like to know a little bit more what we're getting into. Well, this prophecy. What can you tell us about it?
What prophecy?
There's a priestess that claims to be your voice.
Yes.
She told us that there's a prophecy involving humans coming and usurping the Emperor under.
Yes, it is not a prophecy.
A memory, I suppose.
Yes.
To you.
It has already happened for me.
Well, then, I suppose from your point of view, can you give us details on those events that happened?
Yes. A group of humans destroyed the Blackspire.
All humans?
No, not necessarily. I did not look that hard.
I'm just curious that, only 2 of our group are human.
Well, aren't you lucky?
Did the humans survive getting rid of the Blackspire?
Are you asking, will they be alive afterwards? Or are they alive in my memory?
Both, I suppose.
Yes, humans come and they go. That is their nature.
I think these specific humans, though.
I only see the sands of time. I do not see faces. I hear voices. I hear screams and cries. I do not see ships.
That's not alarming.
And those humans and those with them, what kind of power did you see? Well, what kind of power do you remember them having?
The power to move mountains, stand on top of tall cliffs, move the snows, and smash any opposition amongst them.
Is that beyond what we have? You say move mountains. I don't know if this is metaphorical.
I mean,
There's no response.
Can we do anything that is can feasibly be described as moving mountains? Because I'm not sure we can.
I mean, I can shoot at a mountain and hope it moves.
I can move mountains with my music, but not in the literal sense.
Bet sort of says, like, I think asking him questions about specific points of time might be difficult. I think he sort of sees everything at once.
That's pretty rubbish.
He might be confusing something in the future with something that's happening now or in the past.
So it could be our future selves, not ourselves,
or
during
someone
this
else.
event.
Or maybe
someone
this
else.
isn't the first Blackspire.
Well, that's even more depressing, if that is the case.
Okay, so we can't really rely on anything we hear here, because a little bit of a... It's like looking at I don't know, just picking random bits of information about other events based on being tangentially related,
As opposed to any other prophet ever.
I suppose prophet thing. Are we them? Were they us? Are they we? Do you know?
Who are you to ask if you do not know who you are?
Gotcha, dude.
Oh, he's got you there.
I don't know if he's fucking with me.
Maybe this is like a trust thing, right? It's like if you trust yourself, that
Or maybe he's
you are
just
the
got
one
an
he's
ego.
talking about.
Maybe he's got an ego and is purposefully talking in riddles for no good reason.
Yeah. What if when we
Well,
get
I suppose
out
that's
here,
possible,
we just hear
that says.
laughter coming from behind us, emptying in half. They always fall at suckers.
Yeah, it's just the Emperor under, just like with a megaphone.
It's like a cup on a string. From
Yeah.
Do not look
Blackspire.
behind the curtain.
Yeah.
Perception check.
You can make a perception check if you want.
Okay.
20.
Ignore the man behind the curtain.
Yeah, yeah. It's quite
that's
dark.
not great.
Yeah, I mean the cavern is pretty big, and the water goes off further than your dark vision.
Okay.
It's
more
like
than
a
120 feet.
big cavern. It's like an underwater lake almost. You can describe it.
Okay.
Well, I don't think we're going to be learning much else here. I would suggest we maybe leave and start formulating a plan.
Quick question, Goth. Your Australian accent's dissipated quite a lot in the last.
I'm
What's
not good at
Australian?
accents.
What is this
mean,
word? Australian?
It's just a way of speaking.
The land of Australia isn't. Yeah, no.
It's somewhere in the Grey Mountains.
Somewhere. No, I just suck at accents. I tried to do one and it failed, so I'm right.
It didn't fail. It was great.
So
It's not
yeah,
what I was going for, so it failed.
so what do you guys want to do?
I would suggest getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I'm not sure we're going to really learn much more. I guess thanks for whatever. Well, yep. Cheers.
Thanks.
Tell the Ancient Ones thanks for the info.
Thank you.
Hopefully we don't join them soon.
I mean,
We already have. Technically, according to this guy.
Yeah. And you haven't,
Well,
and you have, and you will,
hopefully-
and you won't.
Hopefully we're not close to the point where we join them now. After having not joined them,
I'm
Huh?
confused.
Go for
Have we
it,
done this already?
let's go.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay. You sort of go back a bit, and you see the priestess sort of standing there.
He was very specific about everything.
I'm glad he could be of some help. Has it convinced you to join our cause?
Well, I
imagine
don't think
there's
I don't think there's anything that's going to make us 100% sure, but seems just. I'm in.
If I'm getting paid, I'm in.
Sure.
Yeah, of course the chosen one's gonna. Oh, my voice went weird there. Sorry.
You're going to keep calling yourself that.
Well, I mean, if they're gonna do it, I'm gonna take that name. It's quite a nice name.
Every
Yeah.
time you mention it, I will slap you on the back of it.
Only if you can get.
I call him out on that.
Only beginning.
I think he
I
could.
think Gothric could probably catch you, Gideon.
I think I could catch you.
Not if I put a fireball in your face.
Not if I.
That's not very chosen one of you.
I mean, that's not really
That's-
catching.
that's-
That's more of a fight.
That's attacking me, my dude.
My
I
dude.
thought we were friends.
Okay, let's save the fireballs for the Blackspire,
Hmm.
and move on. I guess. Yeah. Maybe get a little bit of rest
Hmm.
before we head off. To
Okay.
get a plan sorted, bit of rest, and then
Mhm.
like, throw ourselves into whatever danger we've gotten ourselves into.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, so you make your way back up to the temple. Priestess says, you can spend the night there if you want. That's no problem. But yeah, I mean, yeah. What do you guys feel like doing?
Kind of talking to the priestess, make up a bit more of a solid plan of what to do. So yeah, you mentioned kind of the whole thing with the distraction and us going to the Greyspire. We don't know the city. We don't know the Blackspire. We don't know where to go. We don't know what it could be inside.
Well, it's hard to miss.
Well, yes, but we don't know. Well, we can look up and see where it is, but we don't know where to go in. We might end up just going through the front door for the most heavily guarded areas. We don't know what's inside, what to expect. With the spellcasters, monsters. We just have no idea what's in there.
Yes, it seems like a bit of a struggle, doesn't it? I don't know. Either.
Do you perhaps have anyone that knows the layout that might be able to accompany us?
No. None of us have ever been anywhere near the Blackspire. Except for just looking at the outside. But you might need to speak to Elios about that. He's been the nearest, I think.
Elios is the one I insight checked, right?
No, that was Barras.
Barras.
Elios was the one who guided you to the temple.
Right, okay.
But yeah, you make your way up to the temple, and Elios is there if you want to speak to him.
No, not specifically, no.
Sorry, what was the priestess's name?
Musai. M-U-S-I-A. S-A-I, sorry.
S-M-I-I.
Okay, so we've got the stealthy one, the skeptical one, and the priesty one.
That's Musai Zenka.
And the skeptical one has the clothing of Port Dalron or something similar.
Yeah, like it's quite a similar style. Like it's almost like your feather cap, actually, which is like quite interesting.
Mm.
Okay, so we're flying blind then.
Right. I'm not particularly. Has Musai and Elios left us? Yeah.
No, they're still in the temple. They're just sort of chatting with a couple of people who've come in.
Okay. Gothric's just gonna. Is Scrimshaw in conversation with the priestess at the moment?
Not currently.
I mean,
Okay. Gothric kind of pulls Scrimshaw to the side. I'm not. I mentioned earlier there might be doppelgangers amongst us. I'm not saying he is, but Bera seems rather suspicious. He knows something.
like what?
I'm not too sure yet, but my line of work, you kind of learn to look for certain things. He knows something he's not letting on, and I don't like it one bit. Just food for thought.
Right. And he didn't want us to go.
No, he wanted us to go. He definitely wanted us to go.
No, Barras told you that he didn't think you were really the chosen ones, and he wanted you. He said he would like lead you out of the city if you wanted.
He was very.
Oh yeah, he wanted you to go away, not go into the Blackspire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wanted us to leave, and I don't think it's just because he doesn't believe we can do it. I think maybe he has some other reason for us not to enter.
I mean, it makes sense. There's, he looks a bit like from home. So he could be in league with anyone from above and wanting us not to succeed or get Zoltar back or anything like that.
He might be a spy.
Maybe.
So if he were, then I feel like if he were in league with the Emperor under or something like that, then his best course of action would be to allow us to do this, but give warning and have it fail catastrophically. All the forces would be destroyed, and we'd be captured.
Or worse.
I feel like the worst course of action for him to do would be to avoid this.
Unless the plan has always been for us to come down here. I don't know. This is confusing. All I'm saying is he doesn't want us to do this, and he's hiding something, and I don't like what it is. Whatever it is.
Saka, what do you think?
I don't really trust him, but we have to get out of here so we can get the heart. I'll just do whatever I need to.
When we went to the Feywilds, they said that that thing that we spoke to said that we were on the right path for finding the heart. If this is the path, then abandoning it might mean that we don't find it.
Exactly.
We have to find it.
Unless the path is to abandon wherever we're going. What if we've already strayed from the path?
Stop it! I can't take it anymore.
I think we should do it.
I think we should. I agree. I think we should do it.
I mean, if you trust the prophet, we've already found the path, and we haven't found the path.
Gothric, sit down, please.
Maybe there is no path.
Okay, we're getting off track a little.
I should write horoscopes.
Should we? I think maybe we should speak to Elios. Yeah, she said that he was the one that had been closest to the Blackspire.
Yes.
Okay, is he still talking to people that have just come in, or?
Yeah, like he's just helping them out with some food and stuff, like some starving young children, drow children that are like. Yeah,
okay. I'm just gonna kind of walk over and just say, when you have a moment, could we have a talk?
Oh, of course. So, what did you want to speak about?
Just kind of come over to somewhere a bit more private, away from orphans.
Okay. Yeah, he just gives a bowl of food to the orphan, like pats it on the head, and then walks over with you.
We heard that you have been closest to the Blackspire of anyone in this group.
Yes, I have. It's my plan to attack all the barracks around the city. The Blackspire
what do you know?
itself, yeah. I assume you want to know about the details of the Blackspire.
Yeah, about the Blackspire, how we might enter, how.
Unfortunately,
what we might find
I don't have a
inside.
floor plan, but there seems to be 3 main floors. And the bottom floor has 3 entranceways. There's a front door and then there's 2 side doors. I've only briefly seen the inside of the Blackspire when the front doors open. And there seems to be a large staircase that goes up to the 2nd floor, and then there's Darshan's personal quarters on the top floor. And then above that is just the relay for the mind control stuff, as far as I can tell.
So how tall is this building?
It's about 500 or something feet. It's not like massive. It's not super high, but it is, pretty high.
Spire.
Yeah, it's higher than all the other buildings around.
So each floor is quite large, or is it kind of there's the stuff bit that people can actually go in, and then it's just like
there's like a big
holes and
entrance
stuff?
hallway, which is maybe half the spire, and then there's the staircase, and then there's the 2nd floor and the 3rd floor, which between them is the other half.
Okay. So high ceilings.
Yeah.
Okay, so only a couple floors. We could. Are there windows?
On the ground floor, there are large sort of stained glass sort of windows. Yes.
And the upper floors.
Only on the last floor, on the top floor.
So if we were to be able to fly, we could potentially, or either fly or scale the building, we could potentially go in through there.
Possibly. It might raise more of an alarm, as people might be able to see you, but it is certainly an option.
Okay. So do you know anything of what might be inside? What kind of guard Darshan keeps? What kind of...
Yeah, the
What does he
Emperor
like now?
keeps mostly Dragar, which are not super powerful, but we sort of hope that most of the guard will be sent to relieve the barracks when they become under attack.
I don't like the idea of fighting.
I don't like the idea of hopefully.
Well, there's a lot of things that can change very quickly in a battle.
All I'm saying is, from the get-go, with all this talk of profits and not particularly straightforward prophecies, I don't feel like that any part of this is solid. It's all just going off blind hope, and usually that gets people further into the ground.
What do you suggest? A frontal assault on the Blackspire with an army would not be a smart idea. Well, we don't really have an army. We have about 400 men. But
How many do they have?
throughout the city or in the Blackspire? Because
I'd
we'd
say
have to go.
within-
We'd have to go with those men from all across the city, through the city into the center. Which, in the event that we
Just
managed to
around
get to the Blackspire with 400 men, then maybe we would be able to storm it. But
Around the city, then.
there are probably about 5,000 Dragar stationed across the city. My men will be able to bar the doors of each of the barracks for the few hours that it takes until, it's really a suicide mission, to be honest. With the hope that you destroy the relay and the Dragar are released from their mind control.
While this is going on, can I go over to Data and just ask him a question?
Sure, go ahead.
Hey, Darius. Just a quick question. The diamond we used to resurrect Gothric, do you have any more?
No.
Did you want to? I mean, these guys are blah blah blah, and attack this, protect this, blah blah blah. Did you want to go grab?
Yes.
Did you want to go grab a couple of diamonds while they're figuring out what we're going?
Those are expensive, my friend.
Yeah, we got money.
Can I hear this?
No. He said he would. Yeah, you're in the conversation already. So.
Yeah. I can I won.
Cool. Do you want to go? Saka, did you want to come as well? I assume you're not.
Yes.
We can go and buy diamonds. Shopping.
Ooh, shiny.
Cool. I'm just gonna quickly tell the others, and then we can go. I'm just gonna like tug on Skirmishaw.
Yes.
You're having a very intellectual and interesting conversation, but the chosen one and comrades are gonna go and buy some time.
Oh,
Go for it.
Elios just sort of
Oh.
says, "Are you sure you want to do that?"
Well, why not?
Well,
maybe you
because-
should stay.
Well, me specifically, or can they go? Or
Yes, you
I mean-
stand out like a sore thumb.
well,
I
can you
think
put it?
any humans amongst us should stay hidden.
Oh man.
I
Fine.
mean,
Hey, getting in. The chosen ones can't be wandering the streets.
That is a
And-
You're just
what would
too
happen-
flashy. You bring too much attention.
good point. I am the chosen one, and I probably should stay. Hey,
Send
Darius,
others
Saka,
on the errands.
you two are comfortable going on your own, right?
Yes, the peasants will go on their own. Don't worry, chosen
Hmm.
one.
You should probably change your clothes. Wear
Me?
something more.
Zero.
Yeah, so wear something more traditional to this part.
Ah, I could do.
There is-
What's traditional?
Well, I have sort of like this, and he sort of like shows you his cloak and sort of robes underneath.
Bippity boppity changey clothes.
Oh yeah, you
like
you have the
this
thing, don't you? Yeah.
Is that the X1?
Darius, what value of diamond do you need for that spell?
Think
300.
about 300 gold.
I'm gonna hand him 300 gold. Just like,
Ooh,
if you can, get one for me.
okie dokie. I will try.
I chucked 300 over to Darius. And
Oh, good
Wonderful.
lord.
And my 300. And my 300.
And he was never seen.
Yeah,
again.
he just runs off. This is more money than I've ever got.
Been playing the long game.
All right, okay. So how about then we will take a break for 10 minutes.
Perfect.
So go off and enjoy yourselves and come back before half 8. All right?
Right.
Right.
the other faction, which is going to kind of lead an assault on the barracks while we try and enter the Blackspire and take out the head.
Fine.
There's a prophecy that humans will come and fuck stuff up.
Blackspire.
Destroy the Blackspire. So that's where Bet and Gideon apparently come in.
Apparently.
Not sure how the rest of us fit in, but we're there too, maybe.
I'm there to shoot arrows.
Mm-hmm.
And not use anything. Anything good as your fighter class.
I'm D tier, alright? Wait, no, not. I'm C tier. I'm C tier, alright?
Okay, so first things first. Who's going with Darius and Saka to get diamonds? Because the humans can't go because they will be spotted and captured probably. At least Elios tells you that. But other humans, as long as you dress up and don't make too much attention, he says it's fine that you can go into town.
I could put you all in a disguise.
I mean, I don't think I need to be disguised.
Do you want a long rest first?
I thought we were already long rested.
No, not yet.
Last time.
Yeah, well, this is
Probably
because I said last time I'm not gonna make you fight before you have a long rest, but now I don't know what could happen. So, do you want a long
Would
rest?
probably
before
be a good idea if we take that now, especially
Yeah.
since I think most of us have put our things up.
that? Yeah. Okay. So you have your long rest, and then in the morning, Darius and Saka can go. But yeah, anyone else want to go with them, or just those two?
I'm not going.
Yeah, Bet can't.
Well-
I'm afraid.
Yeah, I guess I'll come along.
Awesome.
Okay. Well. Okay.
Right.
So
Actually, no, I might draw attention.
Oh.
okay.
Goblin's
So
gonna go out to buy arrows.
yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll just say you can buy like 200 arrows for like 20 gold.
Alright, 200 arrows.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna do that then.
Yeah. Okay. So Darius and Saka. So you go out into the main part of the city, quite close to where you were before when you came through the portal. This sort of like big, almost square, horrible, brutalist-looking building that has the portal in it. You see, people going in and out of the portal and that sort of thing. But no one seems to pay you much heed, especially now you've changed clothes into, this sort of similar stuff to what the Drow were wearing.
Mm-hmm.
What's your first port of call? What do you want to do?
I need to find a shop.
Okay.
Make
Make an investigation check.
Okay, hang on.
Can I look for shiny things?
Yeah. So you don't find a shop that sells gems, but you do find a bunch, like a merchant sort of row with various stores and stuff. Speaking to them, you'll probably they'll be able to guide you somewhere or tell you where you can find them.
Mm-hmm.
I've just realised we haven't sent anyone that actually speaks Undercommon.
They speak in they speak Infernal.
I can interpret. I can interpret.
So you ever find a tiefling?
Hello.
Okay, so yeah, there's a tiefling at a stall, just minding his own business. He sells sort of like silks and dyes and stuff.
Hello, fellow demon spawn. I am looking for a.
It's it's devils, not demons.
Same thing. Sucker, shush! The adults are talking. I'm looking to purchase some diamonds, if possible. Would you be able to guide me to where I could go?
Diamonds. How many would you like to buy?
2. Actually, 3. Yeah, we'll go for 3.
He looks around. You got the money for it?
Maybe.
They're not real diamonds.
I don't.
Hey, you're not
Can I,
there.
Alright.
can I see the diamond?
Yes, it just depends if you have the money for them.
I do
Diamonds
have
are
money.
commodities in this town.
I do have a diamond. I do have money for the diamond. Sorry.
You want 3 of them?
I do.
Okay, so he's like roots under his stall, sort of like pulls out a small bag. There's maybe 4 or 5 diamonds in there. Pulls out 3 large size ones, about the same size as the last one.
Can I have a look at them for authenticity?
Sure, go ahead.
Can I have roll to look at them?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Oh god.
Yeah, they look authentic. I mean, it looks pretty much exactly the same as the one you had before.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take them. How much?
900.
900.
Yeah, that's for 3.
800.
No, 900 for 3.
I don't know about 900. That's quite a lot for diamonds.
He takes the diamonds back and puts them back in the bag. All right then.
Fine, 900.
Nice doing business with you. Hands them over.
Thank you. Okay, I got the diamonds.
Yeah, he pockets the gold and you guys walk off. Do you make your way straight back to the temple?
I assume we do, yeah.
Okay.
Man,
Unless
that's
there's
gonna be
something.
so harsh if they turn out to be fake and we only find out when we want to use them.
That would
With
suck.
that totally non-shady merchant.
That would be really mean, wouldn't it? Right, okay, so you guys make your way back to the temple. It's easy enough. No one seems to be following you or anything like that. Right, you get back. Elios comes in front of you. Comes in front of you. He walks in front of you, and he says, "So, are we ready to go, or is there anything else you'd like to do?"
I think we need to make a plan of attack first.
Need to say goodbye to Greg.
Who is Grug?
We can go see Grug afterwards. Well, how are we going to do this? Do we go through the side door, just straight through the front door? Do we try and go for one of the windows?
Musai sort of says, "I can help you. Well, I can help you with the humans with blending in. Maybe." She pulls out her necklace and sort of taps it on them, and they look like drow all of a sudden, wearing similar clothes. It might not last for so long, but it might get you through town towards the Blackspire.
Okay, that's helpful. But yeah, that still leaves us the question of how we're actually going to get in.
I assume through the side door. I mean, it was mentioned there's only 3 doors, one at the front and two on the sides. I don't want to walk in the front door.
It might be the most. It might be actually the most undefended. They might just assume that nobody would want to go through the front door.
What are the surroundings of the Blackspire? Is it open?
Elios says it is mostly open. There are a few buildings around it, but it's mostly a big open plaza.
Do people walk in freely?
Yes, in the ground floor. There's all sorts of meetings they do there. Well, to an extent. Mostly rich drow in the center of the city. And merchants and that who want to speak to Darshan, but certainly not our type.
So the people that would come in, they would be mostly of a certain race, or?
Not necessarily, but the Dragar would ask for identification of some regard.
Okay, so there's no just walking in through the door without being stopped.
As far as I can tell, no. I haven't even attempted it. I don't feel like getting taken by them.
Okay. How about this then? We get ourselves somewhere where we can see Blackspire, but reasonable distance.
Mm-hmm.
We wait for the attack on the barracks to begin. If the guard on the Blackspire seems to decrease, seems to go, or maybe if there's a rush of people to get into the Blackspire for protection, we follow them, maybe, or we go in if the guard drops. If the guard stays steadfast and this doesn't create an opening, we take a side door.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Yes, it's really your decision. I'll be leading the front troops into one of the barracks.
I think we do
It was
need
more
to
to the
be
group.
Yeah.
I think we do need to be prepared for the eventuality that there will be people inside. I don't think we're going to get to the top floor without any issue.
I suppose that begs the question: if we're spotted, what do we do?
If we're
I think we
spotted,
could be
we're
on the same
either,
page.
if we're spotted, we're either captured or we kill them. Or we're killed.
So we fight straight away. We fight immediately.
I mean, yeah.
Okay. The main thing is, I think, is that we're all on the same page. That we don't hesitate.
Alex, did you take the 900 gold off your money, by the way?
Yeah.
Did everyone else take the 300 gold off theirs when they gave the money to Teos?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I've done it now.
Okay.
I didn't give my money over.
Did he buy one for you?
No, he just bought 3.
No. Yeah. Then there's no need for you to give your money
I
over.
mean, they're not reserved for anyone in particular.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's being on my body when I die.
We're all going to be used for one person.
Okay, so Elios says, is there some sort of signal I should do when we start invading the barracks? I'm sure an alarm will go across the city. I'm sure you'll probably know when it's begun.
I would think that was enough. I mean, we'd be waiting for a reaction from Blackspire anyway.
Can
Yes,
you,
that's a good point.
do you know how to send a message using the spell?
Unfortunately, no. There are some things Jadao can do innately, but not that.
Do you have any war horns?
I'm sure that you'll probably hear the sounds. The nearest barracks to the Blackspire is about 200 feet away. So we might send a few people there and you'll hear some fighting probably.
That is close.
Well, yeah. That's why we're hoping that the main guard of the Blackspire tend to leave to help them out, and then you can sneak in that time. But you will not have you will not have time to rest once you're in there. You will have to go as soon as you can and try and get to the top by all means necessary. It is paramount that you destroy whatever the contraption is at the top of the Blackspire that controls the Dragar.
Is this inside the Blackspire or on top?
It is inside. The in the throne room is actually where Darshan controls, orders them from. If you sever the links between there, it severs the link between him and the outside Dragar.
Okay.
It is actually the Obsidian Throne, which is the source of the mind control technology. So if you sever that, the metal relays on the top of the building will no longer keep control over the Dragar.
Just so we're on the same page, do you want us to kill the Emperor Under, or do you want us to leave him to you?
Well, look, listen. If you can capture him safely and keep him alive, that's one thing. But if you can kill him, that at least will solve an issue that we'll have to deal with later. The Dragar. Well, either way, it is your decision. You can make the final decision. I will not force you to do one thing or the other. If it seems like you can keep him alive, that is the preferred alternative. But he's going to die at some point.
It would be a luxury.
Yes, if you could kill him alongside the army, alongside the Obsidian Throne, then go ahead. But he might run away. He might escape.
Can't escape with 2 arrows in his knees.
Well, sure. So, are we on?
Okay, let's go.
Sure.
Okay, I will guide you to I will guide you to the Blackspire. I know various alleys that you might be able to take that will hopefully not get any attention of the Drogo around. And then I
How
will
far
go
is that
off.
journey?
It will take us about half an hour walk, probably.
Okay. Would I be able to do the whole Armor Agathis before rest thing, so that I go into this with that on?
It would add another half an hour. Oh, it'd add another hour and a half from now, probably. If you did that. It's down to you.
Well, if it doesn't matter when we leave, then it'll be pretty useful.
Alright.
Sure.
Cool. Okay, I would like to do that.
Okay, alright, so you're sort of delaying it an hour and a half. Okay, that's fine. Right, so that passes. You guys just finish off whatever you need to do. And then Elios takes you through the main streets of the city, ducking through sort of side alleys and, darkened little walkways that he knows that the Dragar, don't really follow that much. And he leads you to... for about 20 or 25 minutes it takes for you to go into the large central district of the town. These sort of the buildings seem to be a bit larger, mostly like manor houses and stuff around here. And you duck between alleys between the sort of the walls of these manor houses. And then it suddenly becomes into sort of this open plaza with the Blackspire just sort of like rising from the center. It's big, but it's not, massive. You've probably seen bigger buildings. Actually, the palace of Orestas is way bigger. The actual building is only sort of 150 feet across, probably, and in diameter, and it sort of rises about 500 feet above you. And the cloud spirals above it, bits of lightning and stuff shooting down. You can see the main front door, you can just about see it from where you are. You're on the sort of the if the front door is the north, you are on probably the west side, where you can see one side door which people go in and out of occasionally. But the main front door has these massive, large stained glass windows on either side of it, as well as the side door. It seems that it seems to be mirrored on each side of the wall, on each wall, or each side of the tower. These like large stained glass windows with all these weird shapes and colors and stuff. You can see vague movement within.
The people going
go ahead.
The people going in and out of the side door.
Mm-hmm.
Do they seem to be like unlocking it or having it opened for them, or they seem to be just going straight in?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
They seem to be let in and out from the inside. There's like a Dragar who opens the door. Like people who are going into it from that side just knock on the door and the Dragar opens it, and people going out are let out by the Dragar who then closes the door again. You don't know if it's locked or not.
Seems like the side doors might not be that easy.
Why not?
Well, there seems to be a guard inside that lets them out. I feel like if we go in through those, it's going to be going loud. Unless we perhaps... Well, do any of us have lockpicking capabilities?
Maybe? Let me see if
Gideon does.
I can.
Yeah, Gideon does.
I think if one of us goes there in disguise, maybe, then they can open a way for the rest of us from the inside.
I'd be hesitant about sending someone in the room.
With my music.
I can go in if you need. I can turn into a flying thing now, so.
Can you get a dagger, turn it into a spider, climb to the top and stab the fucker?
Why is a spider?
Well, they can climb up.
That's the point. You could actually scout out the insides.
Okay.
Maybe come maybe when the attack begins, you could return to us and tell us what's going on.
Do I know if I can produce a web as a spider while shapeshifted?
It'll take a while.
Could I like draw a map on a bit of like webbing so I can remember?
No, it would take you ages.
Oh, feels bad.
Yeah, it'd take you like hours.
You're kind of a constant.
Have you seen a spider like laying a web? It takes forever.
Yeah.
It's not like Spider-Man.
Yeah. What about a hasted spider?
It will take half of forever. Yeah.
But what if she already made the web?
Well, then how could she put? Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you can go and scout it out if you want. Sounds to
Do
you.
people want me to do that?
I mean, it's worth a shot.
Okay. I will turn into a rat, I guess.
A rat.
What?
If a rat wanders in, that might cause a bit of a fuss.
Maybe a bug that can crawl under the doors.
And then Soccer is squashed. The end.
Yeah, it's just it would be very slow if I was a bug.
If she goes to 0 HP, then she can just turn
Like
back
a
into
moth
Soccer
or
again.
something.
A moth? Yeah. Turn into a moth?
Yeah, of course.
Make sure it's not a giant moth.
Even a giant moth isn't like.
Massive giant moth.
Oh,
Like 6
Oh.
feet across.
maybe. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you turn into a moth and you flutter up to the. Where are you fluttering up to? The front door.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so you flutter up to the front door and you see you go in and you see this like large this sort of long blue and gold carpet which rolls up all the way to the big spiral staircase in the center of the room. Around the room are these like large pillars, and at the far side, the opposite way that you've just came in, is this massive statue of some drow, but it's actually sort of fallen off and collapsed at the knees and has just like lied on the ground, and people just like sort of walk past it like it's no big deal. But as for the actual room down here, it's kind of empty actually. There's Dragar walking around, but as far as you can tell, there's like 10 people in this hall at the moment. But yeah, I mean, this is basically, at the moment, this is basically what you can see. And I'll let all of you see this. Let me just... So the Dragar just sort of stood at their posts.
So what you're saying is we could bum rush them.
I'm just going to put
Where
you...
did I enter?
Sorry, I'm just going to put everyone else over around here. This is basically where you guys are. And Saka is at the front door here.
Okay.
So you guys are just like in the back seats. You're not this close to the door, but this is like your general direction. And then, by the way, these are just various buildings around the place. So like you can see through the windows of these buildings, you guys at least from where you are. You know, there's a couple of Dragar in there. You think that maybe Dragar are stationed there and sort of guard sort of deal. But Saka, as for you, you know, you go in there. There's like maybe a couple of people milling around talking, but not much goes on. Not much going on.
Those other doors to the left and right, are they other entrances or do they like lead off?
They are the side entrances that I was speaking about.
Oh, okay. And then I guess I want to see what's in the middle.
This is a big spiral staircase that goes upwards.
Can I see like how far it goes up and maybe in
So it goes up.
that area?
It goes up about 200 feet, probably. Like this hallway is massive. It's about 200 feet high, like the ceiling. So that you fluttering up there, you come across another floor, and on this floor, you see as you come up, there's this. It's almost like a prayer room. but there's like a sort of a meeting going on at the moment between this drow woman who's in these sort of white robes, similar to actually what the priestess was wearing, but it's not the same. And two sort of like warrior type drow, and they're sort of chatting. But as you fly up to them, you see in the center, in each sort of like wall of this room are these two massive stone hands with like these red crystals in them, and each finger is like attached to the wall with chains. And the priestess is basically saying like. Yes, our plan. The plan for infiltrating another of those towns is almost complete. I will speak to Darshan soon. And the two drow nod and begin walking down the stairs back towards where you are. This is what the room looks like. So the priestess like sort of nods, and these two drow start walking downwards.
Towards us.
Yeah, I mean you guys aren't there, but it's just so you can see what's going on.
Do I recognize any of those people?
No. And then obviously there's this staircase that goes up, and it sort of goes up and then splits off, but it seems to come around and go back up to the next floor above. But that's up to you. But these drow are like walking down the stairs now by you guys. Well, by you. But it's up to you.
Can I fly over to these stairs and see what's up?
Sure. Okay. So in the next staircase, you come up and you see this large sort of diamond-shaped room with this absolutely massive black throne just sort of in the center, raised on these pedestals, and these like multicolored wires just sort of spill out of it in all sorts of different angles, all going up towards the top of the roof, and then they bundle together going through this like tunnel at the top of the roof. And occasional like zaps of energy basically just like shoot down into the wire onto the throne, and you see on the throne is this drow chatting with Master Amon, and Master Amon says, I'm sure that you will find them soon, my lord. They have caused me no end of grief, and I'm sure that you understand. And the drow, this is what the room looks like. Also, on either side of the room as well, there's these two like bug-like creatures in cages, just going, just sort of like sitting there. But they have like these.
Why is it all bugs?
They have these. Like purple crystals in their neck as well, and the guy sitting on the throne basically says like, "That's it. If you do not find them soon, I will find them myself. You may go." And Amon starts to say, "Yes, my lord." And starts walking down the stairs.
Oh.
Okay. So what do you want to do?
What are these whole things?
Oh, they're pillars.
Oh, okay.
And then this is like just like smoldering embers that just like sort of light the room. Do you like my artwork with the here?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Cut the red wire.
I'm gonna head back to these guys, I think.
Okay. Okay, as you fly down, you see the drow that have come down. They were talking to the Drago. They're just sort of like speaking something in Undercommon that you don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you fly back to the party.
Yeah.
Okay.
I turn it back into a human. Oh my god, guys!
Human.
Into a human.
A human. Yes, I turned into a human. No, I turned into a tiefling.
Racist.
I'm sorry. You'll never guess what. So there's 8 Jiragar posts in like the main room. I think there's like a drow or someone in there as well. I wasn't really paying too much attention. In the floor above, there was some drow talking. Maybe they went downstairs. I don't really remember. And then in the floor above, there was Raymond, and he was like bitching to this guy on a throne of like this weird technology thing. And I think they were talking about us, but I don't really know.
Thank you for your description.
That's okay.
Okay.
No problem.
The side doors, what of those?
Yeah, you can go in through them. There's not much of a difference, I don't think, from the main entrance or the side entrances. Just one has a nice carpet, so that's more.
Gideon, you want the grand entrance, don't you?
Of course I do, but
He's the chosen one.
Well, the chosen one, it's only right.
I'm just getting rid of those Dragar for now, just because you can't see them currently.
one question, Socket. You didn't happen to see Zoltar, did you?
Don't think so.
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't.
Were there any more doors or things coming off? Because to be honest, like I don't really care about this whole Civil War thing. I'm just kind of here for Zoltar. I don't want to see a war happening back.
If we take out the Emperor under, then finding Zoltar will be much easier.
Oh, that sounds like such a hassle. Oh, but I suppose I am the chosen one.
You are the chosen ones.
I know exactly, Darius.
It's your destiny.
It is your destiny.
It is your destiny.
Just ignoring Bat, who also is the.
That's just a little more humble. Okay. Is Elios still with us?
No, Elias is gone now. Well,
Okay, so
he
we're
went
just
in the
waiting.
time that Saka had gone, because that took a while. It took like
Yeah,
15
okay,
minutes.
So we're just waiting on the.
Have they
Yeah.
started the
things
attack
to
yet?
start.
As far as you can tell, no, not yet.
Well, I guess we just wait until the attack starts.
Yeah. Okay. So you wait for maybe 15 minutes, and then you hear like a faint, like a sort of almost a strange thudding sound, as you look sort of down the alley, and you see this sort of like puff of smoke way off in the distance. And then maybe 2 minutes after that, you hear ding, 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 and then suddenly, like it's like a crescendo or across the city of alarm bells ringing, just until you hear like ding, 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 just everywhere. And then you hear a explosion like 200 feet away, and the shockwave almost comes down the alley. Just sort of like you hold on to the side for a moment, and dust shoots up around you, and you see from where you are, you can't really see that much, but you see this like large clump of smoke bit off in the distance. And then you hear a sort of like just like from the top of the Blackspire, as like a wave of like sort of strange energy comes off it, like shoots off, and then all of the buildings, there's like these sort of strange large towers among the buildings. They just all begin to glow red, and it casts this sort of eerie light across the entire like city almost.
Oh fuck! I don't like that. I don't like that one bit.
And then you watch as each of those buildings that are around, maybe 20 Dragar each, come out of them and sort of like group in the pavilion by the front door. There's a couple more Dragar come out from there, and they stand to attention for a moment. Some drow comes out. Don't know who it is. Saki, you recognize it as one of the drow that the priestess was speaking to when you went up as a moth form. Sort of barks some orders in off in the distance. You can't hear it, and then the Dragar begin running off towards the nearest explosion. And the drow goes back inside.
I guess we go inside then.
Yeah, maybe give it just a minute to let them clear some distance.
Just a minute. Yeah, like as they're walking past you, you just charge out. Yeah. Okay. So what's the plan?
When we get to the door, can we just make sure that there's just quickly have a look around before make sure.
I mean, if we go in the side entrance.
No. Well, you can. I'm going through the main entrance.
Did any Dwagar come out of this main building, or just out of the
From what you
ones?
could see, only a couple did. There seemed to be a few left. Well, if what Saka had told you was true, only a few came out.
Okay, so it's mostly the same side then.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
Of course,
clear,
you
then.
didn't know how many had come in and out by the other entrance, the other side, so there's no
Yeah.
really way of knowing. But yeah, a couple of Dragar came out.
Okay, but no reason to believe that it's any substantially more or less.
No.
Okay, well, if we're clear, then let's go.
All right. So
Can
where are
I,
you going by? Are you going the front door or the side doors? Or
I think if Scrimshaw and Gideon go up through the front entrance because Scrimshaw has that weird armor of Agathis thing, maybe they can distract the guards and we can flank them.
Don't worry, I have a plan for just what you're thinking, Guthric. I like this idea.
okay. So as you're cutting across the pavilion, make a stealth check for me, you two.
Just those two.
Well, just because they're moving at the moment, so. All right, and where are the rest of you going? This side entrance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys make things, and then we'll go initiative.
Okay.
Ooh, exciting!
Can I,
Oh god.
Now
Sorry,
you
I'm
touch
doing
the
it right, I'm doing it
tokens.
right, am I doing it right? Everyone shush.
That's some cool stuff.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, Joanne. By the way, there's a toggle on the NPC sheet between send to GM and send publicly. If you just toggle that, so they can see your rolls. What was I
already done
doing?
Can we do initiative after we've gone into the room and done the distraction?
Well, yeah. We'll see, because you guys aren't doing this at the same time. Like you guys just walked off. You didn't make a plan as such. So you guys ran off before
yeah.
you said, yeah. So
You said, I've got a plan, and then walked away.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're just trusting the chosen one on this.
Oh,
Hey!
yeah.
Oh, my fucking.
So,
Hang on, sorry. My roll 20 just crashed.
Oh.
My roll 20 just crashed. It's great. Now I have to log in again. Fun.
I love. Mm-hmm.
Fun. This is not the right roll 20. There we go. Oh, God's sake. Right, hang on a second. This is camera? Yes, it is. Now I need to log in with my main account. Yeah, that's fun when roll 20 crashes.
yeah.
It's really makes the whole game much more more fast paced. Yeah, much more immersive. Exactly. Yeah. Come on, you can do it. You can do it, old boy.
No, it can't.
No, what a shame. No, it can't. You're a bad boy. Right. Legend Rising. Fun. Right, okay. Almost there. Yeah, it's the first time this has ever crashed before. Alright. Oh, that's really loud. Yeah, everything crashed. It's not just Roll20, like all my tabs I had open as well. So all my notes and stuff. Great. Fun. Okay, right. So, where was I? I don't remember. There we go. Do. Alright. I mean, yeah, guys. Whilst I'm doing this, you guys can talk. You don't need to worry.
No, we can't. It's not
No, we
allowed.
can't.
It goes against the rules.
Only in initiative.
Yeah, the old 6-second rule.
Be proud of me, though. I finally clicked on myself. It's great. I'm learning.
So has everyone done their initiative?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I
Scrimshaw.
think Bet hasn't.
Yeah, you haven't
I
opened this
did.
bit.
Dex.
Oh yeah, Dex. Okay. There is a button for initiative.
But
It's fine.
where?
You have to learn the ways of the ways of the character
It's
sheet.
a little dice that says init below
Oh yeah.
Don't worry, I've added you now.
because for some reason, you couldn't use the same thing as character sheet. That would be too normal.
So,
it would.
Scrimshaw.
Oh, I can't select the character by the way.
Oh yeah, I haven't. Hang on.
I got a perfect distraction to distract them and let them come in.
Controlled by Joanne.
While
M.
that conversation's happening.
Okay, right. There we go. Can you control her now?
Yep.
All right. So I moved you all by the door. I'll move you all by the door so you can all sneak across together. Right. Okay. So Darius, as we start off, what do you want to do?
So while they're talking about, while they might be talking about, we're going to come up with our own plan of engagement.
Right.
I think
I'm
we should just run in and kill them.
That's a good idea. I'm going to run in with my lute, playing a song to distract them.
I was hoping they would distract them, and then we flank them.
Okay. This is going to be all your turns. Yeah, and then we'll get to Scrimshaw and Gideon. Yeah. So it'll be Darius, Gothric, Saka, and Bet, and then we'll go to Scrimshaw and Gideon, and then it'll
Bet
be.
you go first because you have a sword.
Yeah, I'll go first.
Okay, so you're opening the door. You're all holding your actions to do what?
I don't know.
Run in and attack whoever's there.
Okay.
Or are we gonna run in and then?
I thought we were
Sneak
gonna
downstairs?
wait for them to come
Yeah,
in.
when we hear the distraction.
Oh right,
Oh,
okay.
Okay. Well, are you trying to open the door then? Are you opening the door? Or
No,
are you waiting for the
no, wait.
distraction? Okay, fine. Oh, that was hard. All right. Okay. Scrimshaw.
Okay, so is this where is it 4 across the actual door?
Yeah, it's open. Like it's an open doorway.
I'm just gonna peek the corner.
Okay.
See what's there.
Okay. You see the Dragar in mostly the same position as they were.
What are they wielding?
They have spears, and they also have on their backs a bunch of javelins as well. But they also have swords at their side. They're pretty well equipped, And they're wearing chainmail. They're not wearing full plate, but they're pretty well stacked.
Okay. I am just going to walk in.
Mm-hmm.
Over to him.
Okay. All right. The Dragar
And-
will see you doing that. Just yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And proceed to dash over to him.
Okay, fine.
Just walking and sprint over.
Just kind of walking, then as the eyes come, it's like,
Yeah, and you just start sprinting, and they're like, "What?" Okay, Gideon.
Very confused why Scrimshaw just ran in. Okay,
Oh my
right
god,
now.
it just ran in.
Oh my
It's
god.
Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah, Leroy Jenkins. Yeah.
Seeing that, Gideon's gonna quickly accelerate his plan. He's gonna go, okay, we got this, and come up to here, and he's gonna let off a few sprigs from his wand.
Okay.
Try and make noise, and I'm gonna cast dancing lights, right? And I'm gonna have 4, and they're gonna in a theater, how you got beams of light.
Oh,
Sure.
God.
All right, and I'm gonna kind of go and kind of hold my hand so it looks like an announcer saying it and not me, and be introducing the chosen one, Gideon, Lord Gideon of Mansford, and kind of push the 4 beams of light towards the people, so it's blinding them. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So it's the stage is lifting, and I'm gonna stand there and pose and look cool
Okay.
as the sprigs go up.
Right. Okay.
I'll move forward a little bit.
All right. It's quite well lit, but yeah, the light, the beams of light sort of go on you. The Dragar are like, "What is going on?" Right now. Yeah. Okay. Right. So, Darius. Obviously, you guys don't hear any of that.
Oh no! I tried to make the sprigs of my wand quite loud.
What were you? Yeah, but what were you doing?
I was trying to make
thaumaturgy.
Huh?
You need to do something like
just
thaumaturgy.
Firing my wand up at the air. I don't know.
Yeah, but you've cast dancing lights as an action. So we're initiative here. So you cast dancing lights and you just sort of shouted basically.
Fine.
Because you could do thaumaturgy or something if you have that.
So did I not hear his announcement?
Not really, no. Not unless he was to use something like thaumaturgy, which would project his voice louder than. Do you have that cantrip?
I think that's druids and clerics.
Is it? Okay. I thought wizards had it as well. But...
And tieflings usually have it.
Okay.
When it's not one of the weird sub races.
Okay.
Alright, Darius?
Well, I will, on my turn, move to here. And get my loot out, and also perform
the door. You haven't opened the door yet.
Oh, well, I'd like to open the door then.
Okay, it's locked.
Ah.
Well, fuck.
Guys, we have a problem.
That's what I was asking. Like, is anyone going to try and open the door?
We appear to have a locked door here.
What's the door made of?
It's made of like thick wood, like reinforced wood.
I have an axe.
Oh god, are we gonna go his John?
I could try and
Gothric.
I could try and thunderclap the door open if you move out of the way.
Yeah, you can hold your action for them to move out of the way.
I'll hold my action and I'll wait for them to move so I can thunderclap the door
Okay,
open.
are you going to move back?
So no on the axe.
Yes.
Right.
Yes,
you move back. You're going to hold your action to thunderclap the door.
Yeah. Alright, clap those doors.
Okay, right, okay. Alright, so Gothric.
Gothric's gonna move out the way.
This is like playing Rainbow Six Siege with people who have no idea what they're doing.
And he's just like, yeah, sure. I guess we're just gonna move out the way.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm gonna hold my action to see if any Dwergar come towards us, so I can shoot them with my bow. Like if they come to inspect.
Breaking up.
Okay, so you're going to hold your action to attack someone within range of you.
Yeah,
that you can see.
come up to the door.
Yeah, I think it's just you, Richard.
Oh.
Okay, Saka. Saka.
I'm moving over here in case the door doesn't work.
Okay.
Leaving my options open.
It'll work.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's my go.
Okay. Right. The Dragar, they just bark something in Undercommon to you. Gideon, you hear it as, get on the ground, put your hands up, and...
Both get on the ground and put your hands up.
Yeah, put your hands up, get on the ground. Yeah, and they're just going to move up. They're just moving up, and they're going to hold their action. If you don't get on the ground, they're going to just, like, throw javelins at you. They're, like, standing... They're going to stand back a bit. And then this one's going to go do the same over here.
Can we not see through the window what's going on?
The window's a bit high up. You could look through the window if you wanted, but it's kind of blurry as well. So you can see shapes through there, and you can like now you start to hear the barking, like them barking orders. I'm just gonna move these guys up as well. All right, bet. John.
Can I go? What was it that you were trying to do for the door?
Thunderclap, move.
Yeah, get out the way.
I'm just gonna move. I'm ready my weapon.
Here we go.
All right, so the second bet gets out the way. Yeah, right, cast Thunderclap for me. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, the door doesn't need to do a Constitution save. All right. The actual door like buckles and just like sort of catches slightly, but it opens up, and you feel that you could probably bash it down the rest of the way.
Okay.
So like it's still locked with a sort of bar, but the bar is like bent, and it's like this loud ringing as dust is thrown up. yeah, you can see that the door has buckled and pierced and sort of thing. You can now just like knock it down, but it'll probably be one action to knock it down by someone.
Okay.
Okay.
It's cool. It's cool.
All right, Scrimshaw.
Wait, doesn't Bet still have her action?
Yeah, what should
Uh,
move?
Yeah, she didn't hold her action for anything.
I think she
back
said
up
she
the
readied
door
the
in.
weapon.
Yeah, I was gonna
Oh.
hold my action for if anyone comes attacks me.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Right, Scrimshaw, what do you want to do? They're just barking things at you. You have no idea what's going on. But they're like they pulled out a javelin and they're just like pointing to the ground. Like,
Might actually just lay on the ground, to be honest.
okay. You start lying on the ground. Yeah, you as they're barking at you, the door like sort of
Okay.
opens and they like look to the side like slightly like looking over there as well.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of lay on the ground and cast Blade Ward.
Okay, cool. All right,
That's it.
and right, Gideon. See Scrimshaw like just lying on the ground.
Just kind of
The lights are still on you. They're like, oh, spiraling around you.
Can I like push the lights into the Dwager?
Into the Drago.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll give them Constitution saves against your DC, and then they might have disadvantage on an attack.
Okay. Okay, and I can move.
But
those as well.
it'll be yeah. I mean, how far can they move each round?
Quite far.
Yeah, well, I mean that doesn't help me.
Yeah, I know.
It's 4, right? If it's 4 lights, I can say you can target 4 creatures
Yeah, no, that's fine,
up to its range, and then they'll just have disadvantage if they fail.
Okay. I just had a mind blank. Hold on, sorry, I don't get problem. I don't even remember what the spell
I'll say 60 feet. So,
We'll just say the 3 closest to me. I think that's.
well, there's 4 within distance of you, so you can do all 4.
Okay. Right.
Yeah. All right. So I'll do left to right. So 4, 7, 7, and natural 20. So
The 20 will pass, but I don't think the others will.
yeah, for sure. Right. Okay. So only one of these by you is gonna have disadvantage, but the other 2 are gonna throw their javelins. So these 2 are gonna throw their javelins. One with disadvantage.
Well, hold on, I can still move.
Yeah, but they've held their action that if you do the first thing you do that
Alright.
isn't get on the ground, they're going to throw their javelins at you. So before you move, first one is going to be an 18, and the second one's going to be a 7.
18 hits.
Okay, so that's going to be a 7 piercing damage,
Mhm.
and that's it.
Okay.
Okay. Right. And are you going to move somewhere?
Yeah, hold on. I'm just changing my HP. Actually, I'm going to kind of back up. I'm just going to kind of pretend I've run away.
Okay.
Alright, I'm done.
Okay. All right. Dairus.
Okay. I will bravely move forward to get the door open.
Okay. All right. So I won't make you do an athletics check, but that'll be your action to just bust the door open.
Yeah.
Okay. The door slams open, and you see a couple of Dragar just rushing forward to accost Scrimshaw, and they just stop in their tracks and just like look at you as the door opens. Is there anything else you want to do?
Can I duck back behind the door?
Sure.
Ah!
Okay. Unfortunately,
Oh.
Gothric, by the way, you can't see anyone from where you are,
Right.
because
Oh.
that would have to be like down here.
Can I turn to Bet and give her bardic inspiration?
Sure. All right. Bet you have bardic inspiration.
Stabby, stabby, lady, stab, kill.
Ah, there we go. That's the first time since you've been back you've sung that song. The other one last week was a bit weird. All right. Okay. All right. Is that your turn then?
Yes, that's fine.
Yep. Okay. Gothric.
Okay, Gothric's gonna get to the door. He's gonna see the 2 lovely Dwagar lads right in. He's
Okay.
gonna grin and he's going to fire 1 longbow shot at one guy and another at the other, both with sharpshooter.
Okay. Well, that hits. They both hit.
Okay, cool.
They are good rolls. Holy shit.
Yeah.
So that's 8 plus 6 plus 10. So that's...
Five.
Well, the
plus
6 is for
two
if it was a
plus
crit.
Oh, right.
Maybe 18 and 19.
Yeah.
18 and 19 damage.
Okay, so 18 on the first one. You're not firing at, but you're not firing 2 and 1. You're firing at both of them.
Yeah, one
Okay.
at this guy and the other at the other.
Sure, and you moved it. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, they just like pierce into the armor, and they Dragar step back for a moment.
And he's gonna spend the rest of his turn walking up to here.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Saka.
I'm gonna move closer. As I'm running towards the entrance, do I see Gideon?
Yeah. If you're going to the front entrance.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. You see Gideon like stepping back and just hiding around the corner.
I'm gonna dash, so I'm there,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna ask Gideon if he's okay. Gideon, are you okay?
I'm a little bit disappointed.
Okay.
I think your mouth is not by your microphone.
Yeah, you're suddenly.
Sorry.
Hello.
You're
You
very
are
muted.
extremely muffled.
Okay, right, so the Dragar's turn. So these Dragar around you, you're on the ground, you're prone, right, Scrimshaw?
Yeah.
Okay, so these Dragar begin to grow in size. You watch as they get a bit bigger.
I forgot they do that.
And the first one is going to attempt to grapple you with advantage. And the second one is also going to attempt to grapple you. Okay, yeah, you are grappled. And the second one begins ruffling through his bag and like pulls out some handcuffs, but it doesn't do anything this turn. And then these two are going to get a bit bigger as well. And then they're going to run up to Gothric, here and here, and attack him with their swords out.
Okay.
So short sword enlarged, blam blam. That is a 20 and a 19.
Both hit.
Okay. That's 7 piercing damage for the first one, and 10 piercing damage for the second one.
Okay, so hang on. So 9 for the first one.
7 piercing damage for the first one.
Okay. Okay, so that's 70.
If you click on your token, you put -7 in the bubble.
Oh,
It will
Oh.
calculate it all for you.
right. Okay.
And these guys are going to move over here.
86.
And then...
So -7
And then...
and -10.
Now this one's going to attack Saka.
Hey, nice.
Saka, that is 25 to hit.
Yeah.
That's 13 piercing damage. Okay. And that's it for now.
Can
Okay.
Sorry, hello? My voice isn't coming
I
through.
can't really hear you very well.
Um,
What's happened? Oh, I want.
I want.
I want. I had to push your shield to Saka. Okay, that's fine. All right, so Saka, if you, how much left have you got on your shield, Matt?
hold on, laptop being 13.
13. Okay, so that's your shield completely gone, and Saka, you can go back to 42.
Nice.
Okay, so yeah, watching this enlarged Dragar rush up to you, like boom, 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 shoves a spear right where Saka is, but you just managed to block it out the way for the last moment. All right, Bet.
Hey, I'm gonna move up and do a smash with the sword on this one.
Okay.
Ooh.
You have Bardic Inspiration as well if you wanted it as well. Don't forget.
Okay.
Okay, that's 22. That hits, yeah. Sorry, that hits. Yeah. 6 slashing damage. Alright, someone's looking hurt.
There's only did 6. Oh, 2 and a 1. Rubbish.
You have 2 attacks, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, and 16 doesn't hit, I'm afraid.
Okay, cool. That's
Okay,
it.
alright, Scrimshaw.
Just gonna kind of sigh and swing up at the one that brought the handcuffs out with Avenger.
Okay. He's go, I've tried my hardest to get on the ground for you. That misses.
Okay.
That hits.
Okay. So 9 damage.
Okay. Yeah, the first one just clangs off the armor. Second one, you just manage to like stick in his leg, and he goes, "Ah!" Just like says something in Undercommon, which Gideon you hear as a swear. Right, Gideon.
I think me and Saka can take this bozo.
You are the chosen.
It's the meme. It's the meme. The chosen one.
No.
Oh, the opposite of what usually happens. Okay. Unfortunately, yeah, that chromatic orb misses. So it shoots off into the distance. What level was that?
2.
2, okay.
And I'm going to stay by Saka and
Okay. Right. Darius.
Okay. So, I shall move back to the opening of the door. And I go, the one in front of me, I would like to cast on it a Vicious Mockery.
A vicious mockery on this one nearest you.
Yep, so it needs to make a
Wisdom.
wisdom save, please.
That is a 4.
It fails.
Okay, so that's 5 damage. Okay, all right, and
it has disadvantage on its next roll.
Brilliant. Okay. Right.
Wait, which one's this one?
The first one in front of me.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Gothric.
Okay. Gothric's gonna kind of move back here.
Okay, it will attack of opportunity you.
Okay.
Both of them will.
Is one with disadvantage, or I wasn't really?
One has disadvantage.
Yeah, this one with disadvantage rolled an 11. The second one a 24.
I was feeling lucky.
Right. Okay.
I can use my luck point for an attack against me. Hang on. What's the luck?
Yeah, you can re-roll.
Okay.
If you re-roll that, I'll add the modifiers. Well, there you go. It still hits.
So yeah, that hit.
Okay, that's 7 piercing damage.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah, that's the luck. How luck goes. Unfortunately, sometimes you know.
Um.
Can you imagine if it was a crit? Oh.
And I. Oh, hang on. That didn't change anything to. There we are. Gothric's gonna use his bonus action to second wind.
Okay.
Okay, so that is slash.
Did you take the damage off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus 8. Oh. Slash 1, 10. Plus 8. 17. I get 17 HP back.
No. Pretty good.
Hang on. So that's 62. So that is 70. I'm at 79 HP.
Probably would have saved second wind if I was you, but
and I'm gonna do the same thing again with sharpshooter. One for one and the other for the other.
That misses. That misses.
Action Surge, and he's gonna do it again with Fighting Spirit.
Okay.
Okay, so that's
But
advantage
isn't
on both.
Fighting Spirit a bonus action?
Well, I'm gonna Action Surge first, and Action Surge gives me another
Well,
bonus
it
action.
doesn't give you a bonus action, it just gives you an action.
Hang on. I'm pretty sure it does.
No, I think it just gives you an extra main action. It's not an extra turn.
On your turn, you can take one additional action, regular action, and a possible bonus action.
Yeah, so you can choose whether the additional action you get is a bonus
Oh.
action or an action.
Oh right,
It's
okay.
not. Yeah, it's not both.
So I can't do Fighting Surge then. So
This is
Fighting
what
Spirit.
sage advice is.
So I can't do Fighting Spirit then. That's fine.
No, not if you've thingied.
Okay, so I'll just Action Surge and do that again then. Why not? One.
Is this with sharpshooter?
Yeah, they're both a
Okay.
sharpshooter.
They both miss.
Okay. Fuck.
Just yeah. The additional moment you take to try and shoot at them just clangs off their armor.
15, 20, 25, 30. He's gonna try and distract them and try and peel them off in this direction.
Okay. All right, Saka.
I'm going to turn into a bear.
Oh,
A black bear. Black bear. Sorry.
Is that?
Um,
Are you a large creature as a bear?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, why not?
I'll move you there.
No, I'm medium actually.
Oh, you're
Oh,
medium.
Black
okay.
Bear's medium.
For a black bear. Yeah.
Okay. I thought, yeah. The bear miniature I have is a large mini, which always confuses me.
Brown
I
bear.
don't mind being large if you want me to be large.
No.
Size doesn't really matter.
I mean, you can be a brown bear and they're just straight better.
Yeah, why not?
What about a silverback gorilla?
Stop trying to make gorillas happen, Alex.
Gorillas aren't going to happen. dude.
Gorillas don't exist.
All right, what do you want to do, Saka?
So I turn into a bear and then I use Balm of the Summer Core. No, I don't. I didn't take damage in the end. I will just try and swipe at the
Okay.
person in front of me.
Yeah.
I get a
Oh,
multi.
is your thing a bonus action?
I think that's just for Moon Druid.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
an action. I'm down
Yeah.
there. Ignore that.
Yeah, so that's your
That's
action.
my
isn't
go.
it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
right.
my go.
Just wanted to make sure because I know moon druids get bonus action changes, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, Drago. Right, so this one's gonna just move up slightly, and then this one's gonna move in as well and enlarge. So these two on Saka are gonna attack you. Both. Yeah, just attack Saka because I can't really get to Gideon. Luckily for you. That's a 19 and a natural 20.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's gonna be 10 piercing damage for the first one, and 17 piercing damage for the second.
Huh? Uh-oh.
Okay, and on here, you are grappled, so it's going to do another athletics check to try and slip the handcuffs on you, Scrimshaw.
Well, shit.
Okay, so that's with advantage. It's 14, so you've got to beat 14.
Oh.
Okay,
17.
alright. And the second one's going to do the same. That's 23 that time.
Yep.
Alright, so the first one you manage to just get out of the way, and then the second one spins you around and clamps some handcuffs on you. So you are restrained. You can't use your hands for spells and stuff.
I'm starting to think this might not have been a good idea.
Can you summon a demon?
Nope. I can do nothing.
He has to just run up to people with Armor of Agathis on. It's like, hit me!
Go on, hit me!
Okay, right, bet. Oh no, sorry, these ones haven't done yet. Right, so this one is going to attack Bet with its short sword. That is going to be a 23.
Okay, yeah. it hits.
17 damage. This other one's going to move up and attack Gothric. That's 13 to hit, misses.
That does not hit now.
Okay, and these
Like,
two aren't
yes.
going to enlarge, but they are going to throw javelins at you.
At me?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's going to be an 18 and a 13.
First one hits, the second one doesn't.
Okay. 7 piercing damage.
Okay, that's 7. Did you say?
7 piercing damage. Yep.
Minus 7.
Was it 7 or 17?
It was 17 for you. I bet.
Everything is fine.
Okay. All right, Scrimshaw.
Okay, so I literally cannot cast any spells because they all have somatic components.
Yeah.
So I am going to try and just kick at the one
All right, make an unarmed attack.
that attacked me. I'll just do the roll. So I don't add my proficiency for this because I'm not in.
Are you not proficient with an attack?
Actually, 1d20 -1.
You got a -1.
Yeah, because it's strength only, and
Oh, you
I'm
healed
not proficient
him.
in unarmed strikes.
All right. Well, unfortunately, that doesn't hit.
Oh, do they have more than 19?
More than
I'm
19.
saying, I'm saying this is what I would add to my. D20.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Actually, I suppose I'll just try and get out.
Yeah. Are you going to disengage then?
Oh.
Oh, sorry. You're grappled, aren't you? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's gonna be. Yeah. That you beat that. Okay.
Okay.
You are not grappled anymore. You sort of just wriggle free from them with your hands behind your back, comically, sort of like, oh no. All right. Get in.
Okay. Just kind of flow it, and then I'm gonna run away.
Okay. They're gonna attack of opportunity you.
That's what I want.
Yeah. I assumed. Are you gonna run away from both of them? Oh, that's as far as you can get, isn't it? You can.
Is it?
You can. Well, you got
Well,
because you were
I was gonna
prone.
run over this way.
Because you were prone, so it's half your movement
Oh,
to get
right,
out.
yeah. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, as far as I can go.
Okay, so only the first one's got to attack of opportunity.
Okay.
So that's a 16.
Doesn't hit.
Okay. Unfortunately.
Does he have advantage? Guess not.
No, he doesn't on attacks. He does on strength saving throws
Yeah.
and strength things. Right. Okay. So that's Gideon. What would you like to do, Gideon? Thunderstep. Thunderstep with Saka. Can you take Saka with you as if she's large? I'm not sure how Thunderstep works. It depends if it says it or not.
Why not?
Yeah.
It's just whether the spell specifies.
Yeah, if it doesn't, then sure. But it's just like I can't imagine someone carrying like a giant with them with Thunderstep. You know what I mean? Like,
He has to be like the same size creature.
Oh, willing.
an occupied space you can see.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm willing.
I'm willing.
This time.
I'm willing.
yeah, that's fine.
It was a misunderstanding, okay?
Where would you like to go, Gideon? No, you can also teleport one willing creature of your size or smaller.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. And
Yeah, but
also
you
their
would
weight
know
does
that, so
dictate what
you would
can
know that, so
carry.
you don't have to cast Thunderstep if you don't want to. But
It'd have to be a strong maybe.
I'm not going to make you like teleport away. Banishment. Okay, on which one?
Banishment.
Fuck. Big boy. Big
On the-
dicks.
That's very nice.
Top or bottom one?
If it needs a banisher.
Top, please. Okay, that is a wisdom saving throw, isn't it? Oh no, is it charisma? Banishment.
I think it's charisma, yeah.
All right, that's a 6 for charisma, so I doubt he passes that. All right, you watch as the creature just has an audible as you point out your finger, it just disappears into thin air. And the other Drago's like, what the fuck? All right, so I will put this means your concentration, okay? All right, Darius, unless you want to move as well. You're gonna move back. It's down to you. Where you move? Okay, that's fine. All right, Darius. Then.
Hold person on these two casting hold person at level 3.
3. Yeah.
On these two.
Is that wisdom?
The two small ones at the back. Let me just put it in the thing. At level.
I think it's wisdom.
Yeah.
Yeah, wisdom. This is 8 and 18. One fails. I assume one passes.
What's my save?
Yeah, it's not gonna be 18, I don't think.
No, it's 16. So yeah,
Okay.
one.
Right. So this one is held.
Mhm.
So this one freezes up, and the second one it just manages to shake it off. Shake it off. Shake it off. Woo-hoo-hoo.
For God's sake.
All right. Anything else you want to do?
No, that's great. Thanks.
Okay, go for it.
Gothric's slowly realizing he can't get any reasonable distance on this bugger in front of him.
Oh no.
So he is going to take out his short sword for the first time.
Oh, you're gonna do
Yeah, you've
finesse
ever
this time.
seen it. And I'm going to fighting spirit first of all.
Okay.
So that hang on, where's my fighting spirit again?
Where's my fighting spirit?
Where is it?
I get advantage on all attack rolls this turn, and I gain 5 temporary HP.
Okay. Alright, make your rolls.
Hang on, let me just I have
Make your rolls.
2 seconds. So it's 2 short sword attacks on this bugger.
Yep, sure.
That's,
With advantage.
Yep.
Yeah, well that hits. And the second one just hits.
Okay, cool.
Okay, that's 12 and 7. Alright.
19.
You dispatch him. Slash him. He collapses to the ground. Falls on the ground. Dead.
Stabby, stabby.
Okay.
And, yeah, noticing that, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, over here.
Okay. Yeah, you look up and you see this massive spiral staircase that goes, 200 feet
Oi!
in the sky.
Grey boys!
Alright, Saka.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to do Balm of the Summer Core on myself.
Okay.
So I heal for 20.
Okay. Because she's a
And
bear
then-
already, isn't she? So
I use I do my multi-attack.
okay.
That's for the bite.
That misses.
Okay. And then the claws.
Yeah, Gideon's just your cheerleader now. That hits.
So that's
I should just make a folder for all the beasts, so I can just let you have that in your journal. Right, 13
damage.
Wow. Okay. Slash it up. It begins to bleed a bit of bit
That's
of red
okay.
or sort of purple blood or something, I guess.
Ooh.
Okay. Dragar's turn. Right. This one is held personed. This other one is going to enlarge and attack you, Gothric. But first, let's just do these guys. So these guys are going to rush up on Scrimshaw. Oh, and attack him. We'll do Scrimshaw first, yeah, shall we?
Yes. Attack.
Okay, so that's going to be 22 and 16.
Hit and a miss.
Okay, that's 10 piercing damage, and it takes how much?
20 gold.
20.
Yep.
Okay. It's looking hurt. Right, and then this one by Saka is going to attack 23 to hit.
Yeah.
Yep, that's 10 piercing damage.
Okay.
Right, and then this one by Bet is going to attack 25, sorry.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah. That's going to be 12 piercing damage. Okay, and then Gothric is going to attack Gothric for... That's an 18 to hit.
First one hits.
Okay.
Yep.
I think that's its only attack, so 12 piercing damage.
12?
Yep.
Alright, so... Okay, so that's 7. 82. 7. 65. There we go.
Okay, alright, Bet.
Cool. I'm gonna attack this
Okay,
one.
go ahead. Yeah. He's looking really hurt, so you should be able to finish him. That misses, unfortunately. That hits. Right, okay, so that's just 15. Alright, that finishes him off. Just dispatches him, collapses on the ground, bleeding, pooling.
Cool. And I'm gonna move probably Take that. Cool. 2. There.
Okay. Engaging with those two. Scrimshaw.
Okay, I'm gonna
You're
cast-
just still again going.
I'm going to cast Blade Ward.
You can't. Can you? Is that somatic?
Well, yeah, I got away, didn't I?
Yeah, you still have the
Yeah,
handcuffs on you.
Still got handcuffs, yeah.
Oh.
They clipped
I thought that
handcuffs.
was
No,
outside.
they grappled you and then they put handcuffs on you and clipped them.
Oh.
So you still have your hands behind your back.
Oh, dear. Okay.
Sorry, I thought I made
realise
that clear.
that.
Yeah. No, that's
I
why they
thought
grappled
that-
you at first, and then
Yeah.
they put the handcuffs on you. Yeah, and then once you ran away, they're just on you. So
this changes things. I'm
This is-
going
this is
to...
just- yeah, you right now.
Gonna disengage
Okay.
No, run
And-
away so they hit you.
and run away.
Boring.
Okay.
Brave Sir
I guess that's
Scrimshaw
it.
ran away.
All right. Okay. Gideon.
Sir Robin, Sir Robin.
Yeah. What would you like to do, Gideon? I suppose you didn't try and get them to hit you. Magic missile.
Well,
As opposed to non-magic missile.
Yeah, just a rocket. Like Suleimani. Okay.
Oh, okie dokie.
Level 3.
Yeah, I wanna-
3.
not exit this fight with not many resources.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, well, he has 3 more to do, I think. 4 more to do, sorry. Is that right? How many is it?
Level 3 is 5 total, yeah.
Oh, yeah. 3 plus 3. That's true. Yeah. Okay, so that's that. So that's 14 so far. 16.
Yeah, it should just be 5, shouldn't it? Because
21. Okay.
3 at level 1, then 1 for each level.
Yeah, that's right. So, oh, is it 5?
Yeah, it should just be 5.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, so that's actually 16. Yeah. 16. Okay. Yeah, it's looking really hurt.
No, take all the best ones.
Yeah, just roll 6, take the best 5. Right, okay, yeah, so looking really hurt. You firing these missiles into it, steps back, you see, you know, bruising and blood beginning to pool in its chest plate. Well, it's sort of chainmail, panting. Right, Darius.
Right.
Oh yeah, you're concentrating as well, aren't you?
I am, so I can still cast cantrip.
Yes, you can. Well, you can cast spells.
You can cast any spells as long as they're not concentration.
Yeah.
I mean, you can cast them as well, but it will drop the...
Yeah, no, I want to keep him nice and held.
No,
I will cast Vicious Mockery on the big boy in front of Gothric then.
Okay. That's wisdom. That's 16, so just passes. Although that was
Did 2 damage. to
2
it.
damage you missed out on, I'm afraid. Okay.
Oh, well.
Right, Gothric.
Stabby.
All right, go ahead. Make your attacks. Right, that hits. So 12. That doesn't hit, I'm afraid.
Okay, so 6 stabbing
6 stabbing damage.
and yeah, I guess I'm just gonna kind of still just kind of try and get his attention over in this direction.
Okay. All right, Saka.
I use bonus action to use two of my Balm of the Summer Court on myself,
Okay.
and then I do a multi-attack again. That's the bite.
That hits.
That's the claw.
Oh, they both hit.
Slash roll PD 6 plus 4. 16.
Okay, yeah, you dispatch.
8
Yeah,
damage.
that's it. slash into it. Its neck begins to bleed out as you bite into it, tearing on the ground. It's just viciously mauling it.
Then I guess I'll like run in.
Mm-hmm.
5.
Me.
Can I like go there and then like roar really loudly?
Roar.
Gideon's just got like blood
Sure.
on his face.
Yeah, Gideon's like tentatively treading over the bloody body. It's like just bounds in, blood all over her face. Right, the Dragar Stone Guard. Alright, okay, so there's not that many left really, are there? Okay, so they're going to attack Bear, obviously, twice, so that's 13 and 14. I don't suppose they hit.
They both miss.
Okay, so yeah, clearly
Nice.
they're kind of scared. They're shivering in their boots. A bunch of people have just attacked, and yeah, they are not used to fighting really. considering. And this one's going to attack Gothric. 18,
Yeah, that hits.
13 piercing damage,
Okay.
and then this Dragar rolled a 17 on its Wisdom saving throw for hold person.
17.
Yep.
Okay, well then it's free.
Okay, but that's the end of its turn anyway, so that's that. And then I forget, you don't have to roll for banishment, do you?
No, it just
I've
goes
just
for a
read
minute.
it.
Yeah, that's yeah.
They go for a minute if they're native to this plane, I believe.
Yeah, that's right. All right, Bet.
Which is the most hurt?
The one north of you.
Cool, I'm gonna attack that one.
Okay. That
again.
misses, I'm afraid. 21, that hits. Right, you finish it off.
Cool.
Most of that damage was actually done by Richard's, well, Scrimshaw's armor like this. Yeah. Actually, I think all of that previous damage was. Yeah. Okay. Right, Scrimshaw.
I'd like to kind of drop the well, I assume probably already dropped Avenger at this one point. And
What do you mean drop
kind of
it? I
point
thought you
my
just
hands, kind of point my hands to where, if I summon Avenger, it'll be pointing towards the chain of the handcuffs, and summon it.
Okay, make a sleight of hand check for me. I'll say like 10 or over, and you do it. It's quite. Okay, yeah, you summon Avenger. You just like shoot yourself, and you just miss. But that's your action for that turn.
Okay, just kind of look over to Darius like.
That was very close.
The hand. Yeah, just pointed towards Darius's crotch. Just, all right, Gideon, what would you like to do?
Sword, be a shame if someone took
Did you want to move at all, Scrimshaw?
I'll go here.
Okay. The scary bodies. All right, Gideon, what would you like to do?
Brave Sir Robin.
Brave Sir Gideon.
He ran away. No, I didn't.
I don't know what to do. Level 1.
Gideon just reverts to level 1.
On the dude near Bet. Okay, a level 1 magic missile. Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yep. Okay, so 3, 6, and okay. So, yep. Knocks him slightly back. He's pretty much unhurt other than that, but yeah, that's good. Okay. Alright, Darius.
Right. Can I try and get Scrimshaw out of the handcuff?
Yeah. How? Would you like to try?
Let's see if I've got something that can get you out of that.
I can break these cuffs. You can't break those cuffs.
I can thunderclap them off. No.
Oh no!
Put them in between your thick butt cheeks.
No, not my armor of Agathis.
Just
Yeah.
just slap that ass.
All right. Well,
Armor
yeah.
is of this.
I don't really think I've got anything that can get those off.
Yeah. You could try thieves' tools if you had them.
I don't have thieves' tools. Okay, well, forget that idea then. I will instead cast Healing Word on Gothric.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
At what
I'll
level?
keep- At first level.
Healing word.
7. You get 7 each.
Hmm.
Enjoy.
Thanks, Davis.
Enjoy that.
I'll also remove my lute from
Oh.
it. Sing a little song for Gothric.
Okay. Right, Gothric,
My-
you get.
Shoot, shoot,
HP,
shoot,
I
the
did it the
arrow.
wrong way.
So I get.
Oh, how much HP have you got?
Me?
No.
It
Joe.
should have added up there, didn't it?
27. No,
27.
28.
28. Okay, I'll change it. Oh yeah, so it's sorry because it's an NPC token for me. It's the green one, not the red one. I should have
Cool.
made that clear.
So what's this red thing then?
That's
You're
Bardic
bardically
Inspiration.
inspired.
Oh, right, okay.
Oh, wait. Bardic Inspiration and Healing Word are both bonus actions.
Is Healing Word a bonus action?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That makes it really
well.
Oh yeah, so
I'll
okay,
take,
so you're not Bardic Inspiration then.
Okay, I
Can still do
You-
cantrips.
Yeah.
I will unbardically inspire you. And I will cast instead of that. Then, you know, I'm gonna cast Whole Person on that guy again.
It has
Just
to be a
more guy.
cantrip.
Has to be a cantrip. It can't be a spell.
Okay. I will then cast Vicious Mockery on the big guy instead.
Big guy. Okay, wisdom
Big thick boy.
17. Not bad.
Oh, saved again. God damn.
All right.
How frustrating.
All right,
Just
Gothric.
Constantly insulting him.
That's what vicious mockery basically is.
One stab. First of all.
Okay, that hits. 6.
Alright, is he still up?
Yes.
Then I'll stab him again.
He hasn't taken that much damage. That doesn't hit, I'm afraid. Okay.
Fuck.
All right, Sokka.
Fuck.
I'm gonna go over to that dude.
All right, let me get rid of this one.
Just
Oh,
go
you're on top
body.
anyway. Yeah.
That's fine. And then I'm gonna make 2 attacks against him.
Okay. Ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum-bum.
Oh.
That doesn't hit, I'm afraid, and
Oh.
neither does that.
Oh. And then I'm gonna use my bonus action to do Balm of the Summer Court on. Is Bet hurt?
Yeah,
A little bit, yeah. Well, very hurt.
like half HP.
You heal for 12.
Nice.
That's my go.
Okay, cool. Right, Dragar. This Dragar is going to attack you, Saka, as you just bounded over and it's trying to defend itself.
Yep.
Alright, that's a 20 to hit.
Yep.
That's 6 piercing damage.
Yep.
Okay. This one's going to attack Gothric. 24.
Yeah.
Alright, this one is going to turn invisible.
Hmm.
Alright, so the 24, that was 12 piercing damage.
Cool.
Okay, and this Dragar, this other one that was whole personed a moment ago, disappears. Alright, Bet.
I don't like that.
Just gonna raise the alarm. Okay,
Oh, no.
I'm gonna.
It's happening
Finish.
again.
Yeah,
It's happening!
I'm gonna finish attacking this one.
We didn't even sell any dice this time.
We didn't even get to sell
Alright,
dice.
okay.
16?
16 doesn't hit, I'm afraid. Alright, that hits. Okay, 8 damage. Okay. Bites into it. All right. You're staying there.
Mm. Yeah.
I mean, you
Okay.
can't disengage.
Scripture.
I'm going to try the same thing again.
Okay. Give me a sleight of hand. All right.
I'm going to fail again.
I'm going to say now that you've tried twice. The handcuffs just aren't budging, and you can't get the right angle in your hands.
Okay.
Okay. All right, Gideon.
Well, that's it.
Wonder fear on the guy who might sound an alarm. You have to do
He's
that as the
not there.
cone. You have to do that as the cone because he's invisible. You can't target him with it. And you'd have to do it in the area that you last saw him as well. Okay, sorry, Gothric. What's the range on it? On the cone? $60. Okay. Right, so that's going to be 60 feet across from... Okay. Alright, so... Okay, Bet is not just... is quite... Yeah, is out of it. So... Right, okay, so Gothric... and these two need to make... Is it wisdom saving throws? Yeah, I assume so. Yeah, okay, so... that is a 3 on this one. This one is feared. And you don't know the other one.
Hang on. Okay.
Okay, Gothic, you're feared. You're feared as well. Right. So you have to use your action to move as far as you can away from Gideon, I think. Okay.
That uses my action.
Yeah. You
So
basically
it's the
run as
big
far
guy
as.
scared as well.
Yeah. That guy fails. You don't know about the invisible guy. You're not sure. It doesn't. Being scared doesn't drop invisibility. Darius.
Okay. I will again try to cast Vickers. No, actually, let's do something else. It's a bit boring.
Let's do something else.
Let's.
Do I keep on making wisdom saves then?
No, it's just you run away. I think for one turn, and then that's it.
All
At
right.
the end of each of its turns, the creature can repeat the saving throw, ending the effect on
there you go.
a success. Assuming this is just a wand of fear.
Yeah, it's the cone though on the Wonder Fear.
I'm going to cast.
Okay.
So you are feared
instead
until you pass the
Yeah,
save.
it's 1 minute.
Crown of Madness.
Is it concentration?
Yes, but I'm not concentrating.
No, sorry, the Wonder Fear.
Don't think so.
Okay. No,
Not
it's
spell.
not. Okay, that's fine.
I'm scared.
Crowd of Madness. One humanoid of your choice.
So it needs
They're-
to make a wisdom save.
They are humanoid. Wisdom. Okay.
Mm.
That is 14.
He fails. He's under my command.
Is he?
Mm-hmm.
You must use its action before moving on its turn to make a melee attack against a creature other than itself that you mentally choose.
That you meant to do? Yeah, so he's under my
Yeah.
control,
Sure.
basically. And I mentally choose him to go and attack him on his turn.
On who? Himself?
His friend. His friend.
Well, his friend's invisible. He doesn't know where his friend is.
No, the other guy.
Well, okay. Well, we'll see how that goes. Because he has to run away from Matt, away from
Let's
Ezra. Gideon, sorry.
Let's go.
Yeah, okay. Well, he won't be able to do that.
What, on his turn?
Yeah, because he has to spend his action, because he's feared, running from Gideon as
Oh.
far as he can.
Oh, okay. Well, fine. I'll also, for a bonus action, I will cast Counter Charm to help Gothric.
What does counter charm do?
During that time, you and hang on, I need to probably move a bit closer to you, actually.
It's no reaction.
It's not. I
Oh.
don't think.
I thought it was when someone made an attack.
Let's see. I mean, might be right actually. It doesn't say. You gain the ability to, as an act. Oh, it's an action. Okay, ignore me then.
Oh, yeah, you've
Don't
done
worry.
your action. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll
Alright.
just sit here.
Right, Gothric. So, you need to move as far as you can away from Gideon in a straight line, and then...
Oh, straight line.
Yep.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Ah!
No, so it'll be this direction.
But I can't because that's a stair.
Yeah, but you can go under the stairs. This spirals up.
Oh, right.
So
Okay.
if you're dashing, you'd want to go there or here. Yeah, to this statue, basically.
Alright. Hang on. I just need to. Fucking.
Are you having trouble?
There
Do
we
you want
go.
me to move you?
That's
Okay.
alright.
Okay. This guy's feared, so he's not going to opportunity attack you. But alright, Saka. Oh, and make another wisdom save as well.
Damn it, Gideon. This is why I'm in C tier.
Have you made your wisdom save, Gothic?
Oh no, I haven't.
All right, Saka, you yeah, make that wisdom save for me, and then all right, Saka, yeah. All right, you're still
Nope.
feared. All right, Saka, what would you like to do? The regular dudes again? Regular thing?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
do 2 attacks against him.
Okay, go ahead. That misses,
Oh,
and
Lord.
that misses. Suddenly, you're missing all these things. Oh, what happened?
I'm gonna. Never mind. That's my go.
Okay, right. This one you watch as it begins to shrink and turns invisible. Bloop. And then this one is running as far as it can, so that's 50. Yeah, it just goes here.
Oh.
Just it just runs past you as you're running. All right. Now the okay. Hang on a sec. Just because this trigger was the. I'll tell you when the initiative comes up because now I made him invisible. It's not on
Not get
an attack of opportunity because
Attack of
he's
opportunity,
no,
he's
he's turned
invisible.
no, he's turned invisible unless you. No, actually no. Because he's not moving. Sadly, you do get a reaction.
Which you
Actually,
would-
it's not even a spell either. It's just an innate thing it can do as well. All right, bet.
I'm gonna attack the bit where it just went invisible.
Okay, make an attack with disadvantage.
Okay.
Okay, that misses. You just it vroom, disappears and you slash out. Yeah, just miss. Just hits. Just air. Okay, that misses as well. I'm afraid. With disadvantage again. Okay. All right,
Oh, it's
Scrimshaw.
my turn.
Did you want to move anywhere?
Ah.
No. Okay. All right, Scrimshaw.
No. Oh no, I did say no. It might
Oh,
not.
you said no. It sounded like ah. Right.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna go walk over to Saka and be like, I hope this is you, Saka. I hope this isn't just a bear that's walked in. Can you give me a hand here?
Give me a paw.
That's not what you expect her to do.
The famous underground
Is that
bear.
mouth? Bite him off or something? I don't know. She's strong.
Okay.
Try and break
Scrimsh-
these cuffs.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Scrimshaw's done. You can't break these cuffs. Gideon.
You can't break those cuffs.
Can break these cuffs.
You can break these cuffs.
Just
The
gonna,
fight's,
like,
the fight's
bite the
almost
cuffs,
almost
throw
done,
you
and then we'll stop the session after this next few turns. But fight's pretty much done with this guy being feared as well. Is anyone even there? There's this guy feared down at the bottom, and there's 2 invisible guys. Oh, there's the banished one, and then there's 2 invisible guys. One of which you don't know whether you feared or not, and the second one you definitely haven't feared.
You just teleport somewhere and there's an invisible dread running around. Screaming.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have a spell like see invisibility. Yeah, that's true. Meanwhile, Scrimshaw's like, I don't have any arms. Where's my arms gone?
I do have sickening radiance, but I have no hands.
Yeah, it would be nice if I had that prepared. Yeah, that's a shame. Right, yeah, is there anything you want to do, Gideon, then? Laugh at Gothric. Okay. Gothic's just running terrified alongside this trigger. Okay, well, I think then, I guess we'll end the session there, because 2 of them, if you have no way of seeing these invisible ones, they're going to get away. in the cluster of things, and this one's going to be dispatched, no problem. So I'll say we'll end the session there. We'll get back to it next time, and then the climb of the tower will begin. Okay.
Okay.
Could the bear smell them?
No. Unless
I have
the bear has
advantage
blind sight.
on smell.
Yeah, I suppose you could probably sense the direction where they're going. You don't have like blind sight, so. All right. Okay. So we'll stop there. Thanks for coming, guys.
Thank you.
Do you not have blind sight, Richard?